goofy. You'd think I'd be used to that by now. I started fast. I started at speed. Hey, you guys. Here's some background music. Also, I'm reworking some stuff in the backgrounds. So, like, be prepared, because it's going to look drastically different. That's right. It's going to look drastically different. Look at this. This is a new mic thingy that I made for no reason whatsoever. I just changed the colors, I guess. I don't know. I was like, I want a golden arm on my shit. It's kind of more yellow than anything. It looks good. I like it. I don't like it. But I like to say that I like it. I don't know. The other one had some green screening issues. It don't matter. We're getting there. We're fixing shit. We're putting things together. And the new background is going to be kind of wild. So that's it. Yeah, that's part of it, at least. But yeah, we got a little bit of conspiracy stuff. I kind of want to get into the cool shit first. Okay, so like, hold up. That was mistimed. That's what that was. That was mistimed. There. Maybe I'll even make a new one of those. I don't know yet. I have no idea. I get in the mood to do stuff, and then I do stuff, and then we have stuff. That's quite basically it. I make stuff, we do stuff, we have stuff. That's right. That is very right. Look, the first cool fucking thing I'm gonna get into, as a matter of fact, is the fact that McFarlane decided to release a Hellboy. And who doesn't like Hellboy? It's going to be crazy loud because we're on Instagram. Why is it that fucking loud? I'm turning off the sound for that. That is deafening. Yes, Fago Color Leafang. Hi, Tommy Sisson. Hi, B Token. Hi, Peeplet. Who else is here? I think that's it. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, look at that Hellboy toy. That's a Hellboy toy. That shit rhymes. Yeah, shit rhymes. Lone Red Wolf is here. Says, we can turn off Iron Trippy. Says, hey, Trippy, going to miss the show working late. Oh, that's fine. We're just kind of getting off into the start of the thing. You know, being silly, showing some goofy shit. Showing some cool toys that I like, as a matter of fact. Now, you guys know that I have that 1989 Batmobile, right? That McFarlane dropped like a couple years ago. I mean, hell. Let's see. I could probably go to my YouTube post and do a little bit of a flashback. Get ready. Flashback. I don't know how far back it is. There's quite a lot of posts, a lot of unavailable videos nowadays, because I removed everything after I got demonetized. But let's see. We'll keep scrolling and scrolling. There's a lot of speakeasy shit in here. Scrolling. Holy crap! I didn't think it would be this far back. You know, while that's doing that, I'm just gonna talk to you guys one-on-one for a minute as I scroll. So yeah, there's a lot of new shit coming out from McFarlane, and you know what? I haven't bought myself any of that stuff for probably a year, at least. But it doesn't change the fact that I think it's cool, you know? And I'd be like, you know what? I would buy it if it wasn't too expensive. Most of the stuff is too expensive. I'm just like, you know what? Instead of buying a $30 action figure, I think I could buy something else. You know? Something like this red hoodie that I bought. I got it yesterday. It's nice. You guys can't see it. It's on my person, not my animated character. Haha! It took me that long to scroll this far back. That was only 1 year. Anyways. Here, look. You guys know that I got this when it came out, right? Well, I actually waited like a month. Anyway, I've got this 89 Batmobile, right? Well, over at McFarlane Toys on Instagram, they just released this guy, which is the Bat Missile from Batman Returns. It's the Bat Missile. Everybody likes the Bat Missile. All of us boys of the age group, all of us guys, we were all like, you know what? I'd love to have that as a toy. And well, They made one back then that used to, you press a button on the top and the sides would fly off. And then you'd have a little, like, missiles and stuff you could shoot. Now, this thing is the adult version of the collectible. Does not come with a figure. And I actually have a question for you guys. Since this one doesn't come with an action figure, yet they fucking posed it with one, how much do you think it costs? Considering that the one that I have, this one, came with the Batman action figure and was $79.99. How much do you think that this one costs? Considering it's smaller, there's less plastic, there's no action figure, and it's just literally the Bat missile. So the original is $79.99. What do you think this one would cost? Hey, Corey. Yeah, what do you think this one would cost in fucking comparison? No action figure, no lights, no sounds, no accessories, as in, like, no flame to put it in the back of the damn thing, nothing. You guys are going to trip out when I tell you the price. Where's P. Fletch? He's usually good at this. How much do you think the Bat missile costs in comparison to the full-ass Batmobile that was $80? $80? Bleep. What do you think this fucking thing costs? I don't think Lee Fang can guess. I told her, but you know, like you guys could guess. Jeez, you guys are being quiet today. That would make some sense. There's only 6 of y'all here. P. Fletch says, I'm guessing $120 range. It's kind of little lower. The actual price is a little lower. This one, $80 when it was brand new, right? This one just came out a couple of days ago. No action figure, no lights, no sounds, no extra anything. This one costs $99. I don't know, $80 with action figure, $100 with nothing. $80, $100. They're the same thing. They're the same virtual figure, right? Because it's like the roof line is the same. You can't really see it in the picture that I put up on YouTube, but it's the same cockpit that everybody bitched about when it came on that Batmobile. It's the same front end. It's the same little turbine in the back. It's the same like nose cone piece, right? And these motherfuckers want $100 for this one that literally comes with the same interior too. Like it's the exact same one-seater interior with no changes whatsoever. They want $100 for this motherfucker. I'm just saying, I was gonna buy it if it was like 60. You know what I mean? Like if it was like 50, $60, I would have bought it to go with my original. But no, they want $100 fucking for something that should be worth a lot less. Like, you guys think there's anywhere near $100 worth of nothing going to that or something going to that? No. They're probably spending like $15 making each one, and they want $100. Yep. That's right. Lee Fang says if you could spend 3 hours researching whether Finland exists, you can spend $5 supporting the TrippyCast. That's very true. Hell, there's people out there researching much dumber shit. I went live on Rumble, right? Yeah, okay. We're live on here. We're live on Rumble. We got 9 motherfuckers watching. Hit the share button. Share this. Hit the share button that's underneath the stream. Click that fucker. And send this to all your social medias. And yeah, you can help me out big time. Since we're over here, right? Check this guy out. This is actually really sick. They want $26 for this, but it comes with absolutely 0 accessories. Which, I mean, I think it's kind of worth it. You know, Christian Bale Batman from The Dark Knight Returns, or wait, no. Yeah, from Batman The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight trilogy. It was the Batman Begins, or Batman starts off his career, the trilogy before. What the fuck? Anyway, this one's pretty cool, pretty cheap. 26 bucks. You know, like that ain't much. That ain't much at all. Considering that when you look at specific figures, how much is this one? Usually has a link in the bio. McFarlane, like he's got this little sprout link thing, and then you go up there, and then you can click on these, and you can like buy them and shit. So like, that's pretty cool. It's the Joker from like the opening scene of The Dark Knight, right? He's got the mask, the little clown mask that he wears before he ever, like puts it on, and I think it's only one head sculpt. No, it's two head sculpts, I guess. What the fuck is underneath the mask then? Are they lying to us? Anyways, it's like the characters that he's holding it there, so I don't know if it's a full head sculpt. Anyways, maybe it just pops on. I don't know. I wouldn't really trust that. But no, it's definitely got two heads on it. Anywho, $26 comes with some hands and a head. That's pretty good, But as you look at the little link thingy he's got here, what is it called? Sprout link. As you look through, you might say like, hey, this Superman looks pretty good. It's supposed to be year one Superman. $26. Okay. No accessories, just the chains. He's got chains that go around him. Wonder Woman. You think, well, maybe what, $26, right? $26, right? You were right. $26.99. These are all re-release figures. Okay? Things were cheaper. She comes with 4 extra hands and a rope and a little sword. But it looks pretty good. Looks pretty Wonder Woman-ish. Although it also kind of looks like China in a Wonder Woman costume, if you ask me. Anyways, like what do they do? Resurrect China from the dead? Used to wrestle. Wrestle. But what was the figure I was looking at earlier that I was like, why the fuck is that $30? Huh. Maybe it wasn't in here. Was it this Batman? Oh yeah, that's right. They have it mislabeled. And when you go to this link, it just takes you to Target. Which is very weird. I don't know why it's doing that. It just takes you to Target without the figure at all on display whatsoever. So that's strange. I kind of want more out of this. Anyways, like every one of them, I think it is. Yeah, it takes you to Target, but there's no link there. There's no anything. Very weird. What about Larfleeze? This is Larfleeze. He's I'm getting nerdy today. Wow, and apparently their website is just fucking bunk. It's just busted. Why is it working like ass? I'm starting not to care. I'm actually really starting not to care. Is this one? Does anybody want to buy a plastic hook that's completely hollow on the inside from the Supergirl movie for $70? It's Lobo's, I guess. It's kind of lame. Here's Lobo's motorcycle from the Supergirl movie. Or not. What the hell, McFarlane? You're supposed to like be able to click these and it takes you to the sales site. And they're all broken. What the hell's going on with that? What about Martian Manhunter? Same deal? What about the girl? And the girl comes up. There we go. That's the one I clicked on just to see how much it cost earlier. $35. And I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Why is this worth $35? Considering that all the other action figures that they've been dropping are worth about 26 or cost about 26, right? $27. Why is this one $35? And if you're anything like me, you're like, well, wait a minute. It doesn't look like it comes with anything. You'd be right. It doesn't come with anything at all. Also, her face looks really weird. It doesn't come with anything. It has a cloth cape that looks like it's unwired. I know this probably doesn't matter to you guys. Wait, it doesn't look like there's a wire in the cape, and it also looks like it's extremely thin. I don't know why. It comes with a comic book that I seriously don't care to read. Why is this so much more than the other things? And it's a page puncher. These are supposed to be cheaper. Is it a page puncher? It doesn't say page puncher. It's, oh, it's DC Direct. Who gives a shit? I'm truly at a loss for why McFarlane Toys is doing this shit to collectors. I don't know why. Or like, oh, you want this action figure that no one else is making? And we're the only ones? Well, you got to give us another $10 for it. You want Superman? Oh, you can get it for $26. Bought out in seconds. You can't even find any of them. I don't care. Anyways, you guys want to get into a little bit more of the conspiracy type stuff? What up, Ty Man? Ty Man says, what's up, puff up proceeds, puff and roasting everybody. Everybody gay. So yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna get into this channel, which it took me off guard. I saw Legos and I was like, what the fuck is this about? I don't know. But this this guy in a mask, he posted this thing, and I want to watch it with you guys.
It was weird.
Now, let's try that again.
If you thought the Hantavirus was weird, it's about to get even weirder. Not only did they decide to send the sick people all around the world on airplanes, the internet is going crazy again because another predicted Twitter post. This account, Soothsayer, posted on June 10th, 2022, Corona ends in 2023, 2026, Hantavirus. He hasn't posted since 2022 and only had 3 other tweets. The best part, his bio reads the future. So with Hanta and all of this, I'm not an expert. I just like connecting things to the stock market because I follow the money, just like I did in 2020, 3 months before the lockdown. I don't think we're at that level yet, but if this news cycle continues, there is another play emerging that isn't a biotech stock since there's no direct exposure there. To some of you, this might be weird, thinking about profit when it comes to serious things, but like I even said in 2020, people...
Why is this guy wearing his grandma's table cover? I don't know why he is, but at least we can understand what he's saying, I guess. I'm kind of having trouble keeping up here. What up, Straight Sith Mail? He said, Hantavirus comes from rat and mouse. He said, Hantavirus. It's H-A-N-T-A. Rat and mouse shit. You just have to wash your hands and you don't eat. You don't need to poop. See? He just put it in there. He spell checked it. Nice. I knew you were talking about the same thing. But yeah, Hantavirus. Just don't put your fingers in your mouth after you play with your favorite rat's dookie.
People have been doing this since the 90s, sadly. Even these plays I'm sharing with you today, every time there was a health freak out, they would move, and when everybody would calm down, they would go down heavy. They are the PPE protection wear stocks, APT and Lake. APT already went up over 37% today. Lake went up 12%, and I was talking about them at 7:40 a.m. this morning. That means you are not getting the best price. It just depends on what happens. I hope you're paying attention. If you thought the Hantavirus was weird, it's about to get even weirder. Not only did they decide...
All right. I guess we got that video out of the way. We might play around on this guy's channel for a minute. I'm not really certain what we're going to do with it, but who knows? I mean, he gave us a Twitter that predicted this Hantavirus thing. It's because people in the modern day want to go back in time for some reason. Mr. Goatman said Hantavirus. Yeah, that's when you turn all clowny and you start you touch your own nose. You'd be like, I'm gonna touch my own nose, and then all of a sudden, and you're like, this has never done that before. I gotta keep testing this. See if Trippy's right. And then you start actually resembling me a lot, which could be kind of crazy because my look changes every time I get a hair up my ass and want to draw something. So, you know, is that Corey Flox just says Hantavirus? Yeah, maybe. That's when you exclusively look for, like, when you have that virus, you exclusively look for girls who only want tentacles in their butts. This Chef Awesome said the same thing. Hantavirus? Yes, I suppose so. Just, wash your hands after playing with rat feces. As Streets of the Mill says. What's this one? What could this one possibly be?
Did you know that the only study conducted on the hantavirus was by the U.S. Army in 2012? If you don't believe me, you could go look it up on the National...
What the fuck is that spelling? I thought it was Hantavirus. Now it's Hantavirus?
Library of Medicine. The U.S. Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Disease conducted a phase 1 trial evaluation of a DNA vaccine for Hantavirus and Palmolivirus. I came across this
Palmolivirus
because people asked me if there was a biotech stock that would have exposure to this. After doing some research, there was no one else except the Army that did it.
Hold up, wait a minute, we got a donut to show. We got a donut to show from Mr. P. Fletch on the supertip.gg. You could be like P. Fletch too, check this out.
Aliens are just a psyop from the Cold War era that still works to keep people distracted from real criminal acts carried out by our own government.
Well, that's weird. I don't like it when our criminal acts are carried out by governments. I mean, I don't like it when people figure out our government does criminal acts. That's not what I mean either. What do I mean? I didn't touch my nose. Ow. Salute to Mr. P. Fletch out there in the audience for donating a $5 bill and using the AI-generated lady voice. What the hell woman was that? I don't know her name. Let me check. Does it tell me? I don't know her name. It's Beth. He used Beth. Like yesterday, or not yesterday, but Wednesday when he used the Grand Mifdu. And he also used both my other voices. Check this out for people who haven't seen it.
Eye of newt, tail of skunk, make this maple leaf a white wrapper cock.
Ayo, bruh.
Mother of God.
Brr, brr, motherfucker. Brr. I'm Brr Reynolds in this bitch. I don't have very many R words. I'm retarded in this bitch. Retarded. On my murder. Thank you, Mr. P. Fletch. Let's see what else this guy's got to say.
This study related to Hanta. There was only one company, I&O, that did a follow-on phase 2 study in 2020 based off the Army's data, but they used it to study dengue fever. The company stopped after that and chose to focus on other drugs.
What is them gay fever? Does it make your brain gay?
Hantavirus and dengue fever are not the same.
Oh, dengue fever. So dengue, like you're fine if you catch the virus, but it makes everybody around you gay.
And they are transmitted through different animals. They just share the same red flags and have the ability to cause viral hemorrhagic fever, VHF. Why am I telling you this? Because it's fascinating. No one's talking about this part. And if you're looking for a stock, there's no direct exposure to hantavirus yet. There are only companies working on dengue fever and VHF. So a little bit of tinfoil, a little bit of alpha. Pay attention.
Is he wearing sunglasses underneath this mask? Brr. Brr. You got the coronavirus, and you'd be like, brr, I gotta chill. And then you start wearing grills in your teeth and getting face tattoos. I'm not too certain what happened, but reasons and things. What is this? What is this guy? Eat that?
Really, really interesting species, and they're also a great source of protein. Really.
Wow. Yeah, that guy's fucking hilarious, by the way. Jacoby Ray. I'll put his Instagram in the chat for y'all if you want to follow that guy. He's funny as hell. Is it weird that guy showed the spelling hantavirus and then also showed Hantavirus or Hantavirus? Seems like those two might be two different things. I'm just saying, it's kind of weird that he showed the spelling and it was like a completely different thing. There's stuff showing up on my feed I don't want you to see. Okay, so all right. I think this girl might actually have like a conspiracy to talk about. Let's check her out. Let's see what she has to say.
Next global threat would look obvious. It wouldn't. It would look fragmented, confusing, coincidental,
got a man
easy
voice
to dismiss. And that's exactly why your nervous system has felt off lately, even if your brain can't fully explain why. Like a cruise ship quietly leaves Argentina. 3 people died. Who confirms human-to-human transmission of the Andes Hantavirus strain?
Oh, for the love of fuck, please help me. I'm gonna get hit by YouTube so damn hard after showing this twice. If it's anything like the Coof was before, it's gonna be bad. So, maybe think about donating to me to help me stay afloat in these trying times of people talking about viruses, because it didn't go over very fucking well last time. And I highly doubt that it's going to be any different this time. I seriously doubt that it's going to be very much different, if at all. Just fucking be careful, I guess. I don't know. Here, I'm going to put the link tree in the chat. You click that, you get a bunch of different places where you can drop money. Buy me a coffee, Stream Elements, fucking supertip.gg, direct PayPal links, Cash App, all that shit is in that link tree link. And you can also, maybe follow me on Twitch and, Twitter and Rumble and, I don't know, buy a fucking t-shirt. My Instagram's in there too. But yes, from Coof to Hoof. That's right, Chef. Is that Chef? Yeah, that's Chef, not Chief. Anyways, back to this.
A transmission pattern so rare it's basically only associated with this specific version. Passengers dispersed into the United States, Canada, Germany, Switzerland, South Africa, and the Netherlands. Then Canadian officials confirmed secondary exposure from someone who was never on the ship, just sitting on a flight. And if that didn't hit your chest before your mind, you're too disconnected from your own instincts.
Are these people licking poop off their hands after handling rat feces?
Because your body notices structural shifts before your intellect catches up. But here's where this gets disturbing.
I bet this girl's girlfriend's very happy with all the pussy getting licked.
1998, the X-Files literally ran a storyline about Hantavirus outbreak being used as cover for emergency governmental control systems. At the time, everyone laughed. Now a real-world cruise ship spreads a rare strain globally while governments slowly drip-feed information in disconnected fragments nobody fully assembles together. And this next part is what should bother you most. Hundreds of pathogen vials go missing from an Australian lab.
That's funny. Maybe we should bomb them too so they don't do it again.
Including, you guessed it, Hantavirus. A microbiologist's old commentary about making Hantavirus transmissible resurfaces online. Years later, a rare transmissible Hantavirus event suddenly appears across multiple countries through international travel. And before...
Hey, I'm sick of this. I'm done. How you guys feeling? I don't feel like fucking watching this bitch anymore. Anybody else not feel like watching this fucking bitch anymore? Well, I clicked away.
It's funny is that they didn't just build the cage.
Stop playing audio from shit that I don't really want to see yet. Oh, God. Okay. Hey, God's favorite aunt. How you doing? What up, Uncle Guns? Uncle Gun says, where is the death toll news in Argentina? I don't know. Check in like 1946. I might get some death toll news from around then. I don't know if this dude's doing a conspiracy, but it certainly seems like it's one of those like car conspiracies. I don't know why they changed the way that Instagram works, but it's really pissing me off lately.
It's funny is that they didn't just build the cage. They made you buy it. Somebody left me a comment on my last video about advanced auto parts.
Let's see what that says. Yesterday, I watched a YouTube vid on advanced auto parts going from CH11 to CH7 liquidation. One of the biggest suppliers of aftermarket parts for older vehicles going down. Time to learn how Cuba keeps their stuff running. Retrofitting new stuff into old stuff.
one of the biggest suppliers, is closing 700 stores. And he said, time to learn how Cuba keeps their stuff running. Well, here's the big difference. Cuba was forced into this by an embargo. Our fucking government is doing this to us.
Oh, shut up,
So let me
you
go ahead and show you
fucking...
that pipeline. All right? Step 1, we'll destroy the alternative. So between 1936 and 1950, General Motors and Standard Oil bought up the electric streetcar system in 45 major American cities. They
Really,
ripped up
dude?
all the tracks and destroyed public transportation specifically so that you would buy a vehicle. And don't get me wrong, they were convicted in court. They were charged a whopping $5,000. That's it. Step 2, destroy the older cars. They mandated ethanol in your gas, which literally eats your fuel lines of older engines. Step 3, cut off the auto parts supply. Advanced Auto Parts is closing 700 stores. And the fucking crazier part is their parent company, Fram Filters and Autolite Spark Plugs, just filed for bankruptcy. So you can't even fix your older car if you want to because you can't buy the fucking parts.
That's straight
So
up
what's
bullshit.
left?
You can buy the
Step
part.
4, force you into a new vehicle, huh?
You can buy the fucking parts. You just don't go to Advanced Auto Parts. You go to one of the better places. It's not just fucking Advanced Auto Parts. Ooh, you can't buy brake lines. Shut the fuck up, you fucking know-nothing ass bearded bitch you just want to use on Instagram.
So what's coming down the pipe in 2027? If you guess the AI mandate kill switch, ding ding, motherfuckers, you got it.
AI mandate kill switch? Okay.
And you know the crazy part about that though is they want to claim safety and all this bullshit where it can, watch your eyes and your movements, but then it can just shut your car off whenever it fucking decides to. Weird.
When it decides to. This is like somebody who's afraid Skynet's becoming real.
And then they're selling it as it's a safety thing. Safety and progress. Really? Just like the self-driving cars in California right now, because they just passed a law that's effective July fucking 1st that allows the government to geofence your vehicle. Do you understand what that means? So they can digitally track your car, reroute it, shut the fucker off, and be like, well, it's an emergency. The EFF is already warning.
It's put into vehicles for when people like start renting to own like a Tesla. And then they stop paying the payments that they promised to pay. Hi, Keishel. That's basically the only time that they're going to use a vehicle shut off or a reroute. Because, yeah, you get your electric piece of shit. That's probably just a fucking fad. And then you don't pay for it. And they'll reroute you back to the dealer or even the police station. I don't really know if I agree with this. But at the same time, it's like, it's meant for people attempting to steal the vehicle. And yeah, they track shit like that because they can be like, is this guy fixing to try to get out of the cut or get out of the state with our car that he's basically stealing or would be stealing? I don't know, guys. It's just more bullshit for these idiots to put on the internet so that they can pull views to their shit. And again, I'll tell you that part of the reason why they demonetized my channel was because they said that I was trying to get the most amount of views out of my content. Well, gee, what the fuck is everybody else doing on YouTube? And also, I didn't even do it the way they're saying. They're like, you AI'd shit and you mass-produced it so you get the most views. It's like, wouldn't I upload to my channel more than 3 times a week if that were the case? If that were the case, wouldn't I upload way more often than 3 times a week? Oh, you're flooding the market. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. Right in the butt. Anyways, back to this guy.
That these vehicles are mass surveillance machines on wheels. They didn't just build the fucking cage, they destroyed the alternative, watered down your fucking fuel, bankrupt the auto supplier, and then force you to buy the cage itself. Stop calling this bullshit progress. This is fucking control.
You know what also needs parts from Advanced Auto Parts and other parts places? Fucking motorcycles. You know what's not being made into electric vehicles as much? Fucking motorcycles. Gee, buddy, it's as if you don't think there's any other vehicles that aren't really being consistently turned into electric vehicles. It's like you think there's no other classic vehicles that would need parts and would still probably be going to the places like Advanced Auto Parts to get those. It's as if you just want people thinking about one vehicle And that happens to be cars. And what are we getting the most news out of? Fucking electric vehicles lately. It's the newest in fads. And you know, they were a fad in the 90s, but they got shut down. There's a documentary called The Death of the Electric Vehicle. Maybe it's Death of the Electric Car. It's from like 1996 or some shit. And they talk about how electric cars were held back and pushed off because the big oil companies wanted to keep people buying oil. And that's why they didn't become a thing sooner. But this guy's bitch whining, moaning, and complaining because he thinks you are going to click the like button. And you might click the like button on my show. How about doing that instead of this guy's stuff?
It's funny is that they didn't just build the...
Oh, it's the same part of the video. Okay, well, that was gay. Anybody else want to watch something different? I do. I don't know exactly what I can find, but we will find something. Oh, I see Barack Obama and aliens. I think we know what's on for the next part.
19th, Obama says aliens are real on a podcast. It goes viral globally. February 20th, knee deep in the Epstein stuff. A week before the Iran stuff, Donald Trump goes, hey, look at the shiny object.
I swear to God, if this part gives me a copyright claim for the music, I'm going to punch through into the next dimension.
I'm directing the Pentagon to release UFO files. We're going to give you transparency. Trying to get the attention off the fucking story. February 27th, General McCaslin is reported to disappear in the hours before the Iran invasion.
Okay, by the way, that's real. There was a general whose like top job was to watch UFOs, and he's just gone, and nobody's been able to find him. Yeah, that's not the only scientist who's gone missing, by the way. There's been a bunch. U.S. Army scientists and shit have just been missing, just been going missing. There's been like 3 of them. And I think it's just been in the last year. And a bunch of them had something to do with the UFO footage and coverage and, well, not coverage, but UFO studying and stuff. And they've all 3 gone missing.
He's the wildest one of this whole case, because then shortly after that in March, the Daily Mail investigation begins. They aggregate 3 to 4 years of these separate cases. I say this because you do wonder about trying to create another potential shiny object for all of us to look at. And then people don't talk about the giant satanic pedophile ring that seemed to be operating with complete diplomatic immunity on United States soil and conducting arms deals for the super government of Bilderbergers and Rothschilds and bankers around the world to fund all the wars where we all die and everybody's happy. But hey, aliens are real. February 19th, Obama.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong. I'm kind of not even going to press X to doubt whatsoever on that. He's not wrong. I don't know how right he is, but he's not exactly wrong. Right, left, up, down, A, B, X. Goatman says, I think Obama is one of those reptile aliens from the TV show V. You know what? I agree. He did just kind of come out of nowhere. Now, who the fuck knew who Obama was before he was running for president? I mean, that happens a lot. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah, it happens. It happens a bit, doesn't it? I just noticed something with my avatar I'm going to try to fix. Wait, maybe not. Maybe there is no problem. Anywho, it's getting kind of wild, isn't it? We're all hopping on the good foot and doing the bad thing, eh? I don't even know what I mean by that. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm fixing something on my avatar. There. That was pretty easy. I'm gonna hit save and we'll see if I freeze. I didn't freeze yet. I'm checking it now. You can see how I'm stuck? Okay. I got full movement now? All right, we're back. Sorry, I was fixing something up in here. You know, it was up in here. I accidentally outlined it too thin, and it was just bugging me. I still have another avatar to fix in that case, though. It's just a quick fix, though. You saw how fast I was done with it, right? Let's see. Can we throw something funny in the mix? I think we can. Right. I believe we can. That's what we're going to do. This ought to be funny.
Hey, buddy. We all have that one special friend that needs to hear this. So send it to them and let them know how special they are, because this message is for them.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Hey, buddy.
Well, he was very correct. You know, we all have that special friend we need to tell to shut the fuck up. You know? And matter of fact, some of them aren't even friends. I like doing that with people I don't quite know. Matter of fact, I think the Powder Dusty actually told somebody he didn't really know all that well last night to shut the fuck up himself. Speaking of things that I think are funny, you guys want to see a picture of Speakeasy's mommy? Would you guys like to see a photo of Speakeasy's mama? You guys want to see a picture of Speakeasy's mommy? She's at the club. She clubbing. Hey, Panda the Torture Clown's here, dude. Your channel is awesome. You know, matter of fact, I'm wrenching Panda. I'm wrenching you. I'm throwing you a wrench. If you want to put your channel link in the description, please do so. I mean, it ain't going to help you out a lot, but, you know, some people might want to sub up. That guy's got, guy? Are you... That clown has some cool content. You know what I mean? Because you wear the face paint. Like, I'm not calling you a girl or nothing weird. But yeah, you can go ahead and toss in your link if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to. Yeah, I mean. Shit. I should interview you. You should come on for an interview at some point. Yeah, I bet you'd like that. It would be funny. It'd be funny. Anywho, thanks for dropping in. Let's see what else we can figure out how to find. What the hell is this chick talking about? The title is No Proof Lawsuits. You can file. No proof. The hell does that mean? What is a no proof lawsuit? Be like, I don't have any proof this doctor put his finger in my butt without telling me first. Is that what you do? Like, let's find out.
Here are some no-proof lawsuits you can go and file for right now. Starting off so strong, we have Colgate. Don't forget about Colgate. $250, no proof, for putting lead inside of the toothpaste. Large amounts of lead. Starbucks.
So that's what a no-proof lawsuit is. When you just go in and you're like, yeah, I ate at that place. You know, like I ate at McDonald's and it made me fat and made my tum-tum hurt and I had to poop for 2 days. You don't really need proof for that. I get it. I definitely get it.
No proof lawsuit. Being sued for putting VOCs inside of the decaf beans. A $40 million lawsuit. Payouts probably going to be like $1,000 each. We also have Tampax Pearl tampons being sued for heavy metals and toxins in the tampons.
I could definitely file for that one. Well, anyway, ladies in the chats, if you want to file against tampons from Tampax, why am I tripping over the word tampons? Well, I got it out that time. Anyways, if you guys want to get some money for your vagina, go right ahead.
No proof lawsuit. Gonna be a lot of money. There's another. Here are just 3 that you can literally go and claim right now that are no proof, meaning you don't need receipts, you don't need to prove that you bought anything. There is so many ways that you can file, but the website that I like the best is claimmoney.com. Basically, if you don't go and claim this
bitch is sponsored
money, it goes back to the state, and the state does not need more money. So make sure you go and get the money so that the state...
Wait, how do you know the state don't need no more money?
Doesn't get it instead. It makes absolutely no sense for us not to file for these. They're literally no proof lawsuits. Any questions or need help, please let me know. I file all the time on this website, so I'm happy to help. Here are some no proof lawsuits.
Das toothpaste. A Panda says, I'm here for the laughs. Well, you can just chill. Just chill and have some laughs. Anybody want, me and P. Fletch and Dr. Mr. Goatman and all the men in the chat, we should go ahead and file for the Tampax one, because it looks like we could get $1,000, and I'll take it. I will take that shit. And you know what I'll buy with it? Whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, that's right. Whatever the fuck I want, because that's what when it's your money, that's what you do with that shit. I've had ones in the past where it was like, hey, this doctor that you went to probably stole information from you. You know, it happens a lot. Doctors steal your shit and they put it in a little thingy, and then they have your shit now, and you're like, wait, where's my poo-poo? And then they, I don't know. Sometimes they steal people's identities. Sometimes they steal people's social security numbers, and yada, 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 on and on it goes. And, yeah, like when you get the chance to have a little bit of a one-up on somebody like that, fucking take it. That's how life works. They would do it to you, so you do it to them first, or you do it to them too. However that phrase would go. This guy talks about conspiracies. Let's see.
Most people have no idea just how far we've come from being able to fix our own vehicles in our driveways to now having everything connected to a computing system which doesn't allow you to fix your own stuff. Listen to what they've done, and this 100% must have been planned decades in advance, and all.
Mic went out.
Designed to kill the
his fucking mic went out and he didn't fix that before uploading. My God.
Greatest loophole the American working class ever had, the salvage yard. For decades, if you smashed the taillight on your truck, you drove down to the local junkyard, handed the guy $50, pulled a taillight off a wrecked truck, and plugged it into yours. You saved hundreds of dollars and the truck looked good as new. Try that on a modern truck. If
That's
you
pretty
back
right.
A 2026 Silverado or an F-150 into a pole and shatter the blind spot radar module tucked inside that taillight, you cannot just buy a used one from a junkyard. The plastic housing is fine, but that radar module is digitally handcuffed to the truck's main computer. If you plug a used radar module into your truck, the master computer interrogates it. It asks for the microchip's password. The module
So be fucking smarter and figure out a back door. It can't be impossible. We do it all the time. What up, Ross Khan says, any troublemakers here this evening? If not, I'm here. Nice.
Cast the vehicle identification number of the wrecked truck it came from. Your truck's computer sees that the vehicle identification numbers do not match, and it immediately bricks the component. A warning light flashes on your dash, and your cross-traffic system is dead. The part is perfectly functional.
This is another one of those ways where they try to get one over on you and just try to get views, because you can flash these parts. You can flash the memory chips in these parts and reset them back to factory so that the computer thinks it's a new part. You can do that. I guess these people just don't understand that you can.
But the automaker's software refuses to let you use it.
Listen to that scary music.
To make that junkyard part work, you have to tow your truck to the dealership, pay a $200 diagnostic fee, and pay the service technician to connect his laptop to the corporate server and perform a software flash to rewrite the module.
I guess they got into what I was saying.
Typing in a password to give your truck permission to.
And then he cuts off the audio again.
Now, I can't say that I have all the solutions to these shocking agendas.
Now I feel like it was on purpose the first time.
But I do know that clearly there's a concerted effort to keep us in a lowered state of consciousness. And that's
What the hell is that jacket he's got on?
Food, air, and water supply. And if you think it's important to be detoxing, right now Chalk is giving away free $100 bags of the organic heirloom.
By the way, he's going to always do this. Every single time this guy ends a video, he tries to sell you chalk powder.
Cacao from Bolivia, the chalk lid powder, which is super detoxifying and delicious.
He's so sponsored. It's detoxifying and delicious. I don't think he's ever tried it. He seems to hold up the same bag every time he does this, and he does it on every fucking video. What is that? Oh my God, I scroll down 2 centimeters and I'm like, oh, another one to play. God's favorite aunt says, so you need to be able to access the part's memory to change the VIN number to yours. Well, I think that's a pretty quick way to do it. Like, I know some of them have like other safety features and shit, but you can bypass all that shit. There's no reason to be too fucking worried about it. Like, especially if you're a normie. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just a normal normie, you can just fucking do it. You know, you can just go out and buy a new fucking taillight. Like, you're not going to go and try to buy a taillight for a fucking Ford Raptor at a junkyard and get like a 15-year-old taillight. You know what I mean? Most people are just going to go, you know what? I'll just hit up the AutoZone. Which is even funnier now that I think about it, because when that guy was bitching about advanced auto parts like closing down store locations, it's because places like AutoZone are more popular. Like Advanced Auto Parts is like AutoZone's wannabe brother. Like it LARPs as AutoZone. You catch my drift? Yeah. And yeah. I mean, have you ever heard of Advanced Auto Parts? You've probably seen a few of them because they're kind of popular. But AutoZones are usually just a little down the block. Anyways, let's check what this guy's talking about. Let's check him out.
There's a set of rules that each temple follows. Doesn't matter if you're Egyptian or Hindu or Greek or whatever. They all have this thread that they use, and it's usually has to do with some sort of fractal architecture, and that's, golden ratio type stuff. But if you know...
Sir, do you mean that the building has a door and you can go inside of it?
How to read it, then they're essentially like libraries in stone, and what they're encoding is like mathematics and stuff that you wouldn't really pull from a building, right? Because everything's in a ratio, and it looks good to your eye, but you don't know why it looks good to your eye. Like people say this is the best architecture ever, and you're like, well, can you explain why it is? And they're just like, no, this is just classical architecture, it's the best.
It looks cool, guys. It looks really cool, so that means that it's holding secrets. Panda the Torture Clown says, buy all new taillights. I replaced them all. That's right. And P-Fletch says, I remember the old AutoZone commercials from the 90s. Me too. God's Favorite Dance says, nah, the golden ratio is used to measure steps. Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. But when you look at it, there's stuff hidden in it, like there's, like the Greek columns have like the pattern of magnetism.
You mean it's a circle? Look at the pattern of magnetism. Like, yeah, sure, if you start drawing on it.
Those ionic columns, they're called ionic, and they used ionic. It's like there's this thread that...
Oh my God, guys, there's a top and bottom to this column, and it's been stylized. That means it's secret, forbidden knowledge that us idiots on the internet have figured out for you.
That flows between them, and it's like this continual transmission of knowledge, and you're like, okay, well, where did these guys get this?
That's how that ended? That's how that ended. I thought that was going to be like another minute of it. Well, at least today we're getting conspiratorial style videos. Hey. We're just going to keep scrolling. I mean, I'm going to keep scrolling. You guys don't have to worry about it much. Oh, this guy's got one of those mustaches that people wear that I don't like.
It's an inducible factor.
Sorry about that. Supposed to pause it first. He's got one of those look at me mustaches. He must know everything. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? This guy's definitely somehow going to make himself out to be smarter or more powerful than you in some kind of way. Where he knows all of the forbidden knowledge of something and I don't know what it could possibly be. Because I'm going to click on it with you. It just says at the top, how I took my exhale hold to 3 minutes in 3 weeks. Exhale hold. Wait. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay Smith. I feel like this is going to be some yoga shit.
They are gatekeeping breathwork. When you hold your breath for 90 seconds, your body thinks it's dying and responds by activating an ancient survival pathway, hypoxic inducible.
Is that Shia LaBeouf's like brother? This is a mustache I would imagine Shia LaBeouf would have. He's like, I'm not one of the Three Musketeers. I'm actually one of the Three Stooges, but I figured out how to grow the Three Musketeers facial hair so you would listen to my Instagram posts.
Factor 1. This activates stem cells in your blood and bone marrow. Triggers EPO, which is the same hormone Lance Armstrong was injecting during the Tour de France. You also get a 556% increase in...
What the fuck was that? Did you guys hear that like weird scream in the background? Kind of scared me. That was... I got 5 on it. And then all of a sudden there was a in the back, and I'm like, what the like made me jump. And fuck you with your weird facial hair that goes, look at me, I'm wearing scrubs.
Growth hormone from a single 90-second breath hold. Growth hormone burns fat, builds lean muscle, repairs tissue, and boosts testosterone.
So if I just hold my breath, I'll be the manliest man that's ever breathed. Right?
Get in trouble for showing you how easy this is, but for reference,
when these motherfuckers tell you that it boosts testosterone, what they mean is that it lasts for about 30 fucking seconds. When it boosts testosterone, you know what else boosts testosterone? Lifting weights. it boosts your testosterone because you're exerting your fucking body. It's not permanent. Like, now Maxter doesn't have to take shots to get zits, you know? Roscon says, do you look like one of the Three Stooges, TrippyCast? Which one? No, I don't, but this dude definitely does down here. Well, he was on the screen. I was talking about the guy that was in Scrubs that had like the weird little baby handlebar mustache. No, I don't look like a Three Stooge. I don't think I do. Those guys were in comedy body shape. I might be also, I'm not sure, but I don't look like any of them.
I biohacked my lungs to be able to hold an exhale for over 3 minutes, and 6 weeks ago I couldn't hold an inhale for more than 96 seconds, and I'm going to show you how to progress the same way. Trust me when I say this, your lungs are restricted far more than you think, causing stress, fatigue, brain fog, and plenty of other issues.
Does this guy not realize that 90 seconds is not 3 minutes?
That are endless. However, you can unrestrict your rib cage by doing my faster release techniques, oil blading your entire rib cage, oil blading your sternum, and doing my
oil blading your rib cage and what the fuck is oil blading? I got a feeling that's going to be something expensive and stupid. Let's see. Oil blading. This is going to be blades with oil, right? Oil blading, also known as oil blading. A form of at-home in-spa. What? Demoplaning. Oh my god. That involves applying a thin layer of facial oil before using an exfoliating blade to remove dead skin cells. That's like that thing that looks like it when women are like it looks like they're shaving their face. It helps you not get zits. God's favorite dance is, you know what else boosts testosterone? Me. When I bust a nut in you. That's very true. You could boost a man's testosterone real good there, and
other diaphragm releases that I teach all over my Instagram, but that's not even the most important step. You gotta do this next one too. I am an addict to the Coherence Breathwork app, and
this guy's gay, right? Like this guy looks like a gay Ken doll.
This is not sponsored. I don't care if you use my code or not. I only care if you actually try the breathwork. These are the 3 ones that I recommend. Your first week, do this one. Try this one too. And then after 2 or 3 weeks of doing those
that shit says DMT ladder.
2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. Depends on how addicted you get. Like, I'm very addicted. Start trying this one with the music. And if you really want to enhance the benefits, do it naked in the sun on the ground.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Do it naked in the sun on the ground. Do it naked in the sun on the ground. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Roscon, he's probably gay anyway. Ken. But for real, like, what the fuck, man? Do it naked on the ground in the sun, guys. Just lift your legs up above your head, spread those cheeks, and do a little butthole sunning while you're out there. And, why not sun the sack a little bit too? You never know when you're going to need a bottom of the balls fucking tan. I bet he stares at the sun in the early hours of the day and night, or late hours of the night, whatever the fuck the second one would be. I bet he just stares at the sun. He'd be like sun gazing and shit. And he's like, oh, this is really good for my eyes right now. Yeah. And then he walks away right into a pole or a post or something, or like a tree. He just walks away. Ow. That's definitely helping my eyesight. I blinked too much. But yeah, you guys watched it back in the day when we went over the sun gazing people. We could do that today. We might watch some sun gazing people, because they're almost all black. I mean, they're almost all. Well, no, that was actually correct. They're mostly black guys, but, and they stare at the sun. They tell you that you can stare at the sun for like up to an hour at sunrise or whatever. It's weird. It's weird. Hey, guys, don't forget this Linktree link in the chat. I know Nightbot handed it out, but some of you guys blocked Nightbot. Help a clowny guy out. God's favorite answer is talking to Roscon. Okay, let's get back to this shitty video. I probably paused 2 seconds before the ending.
They are gatekeeping Breathwork.
I did. Also, this guy looks like Shia LaBeouf, the fourth Stooge, or the fourth wise fourth musketeer. This dude looks like he sucks one hell of a dick, though. Anyways, God, what else is going to be in here? That guy's just kind of funny. But I'm intrigued. Is that LeBron James? That was LeBron James. I think that was LeBron James, but like in armor.
The ancient Trojans were depicted as black.
He was Trojans and shit.
Let's take a look at this fresco of a significant...
That is LeBron James. This is not a fresco. This is an AI-generated piece of shit, is what this is.
Significant scene during the Trojan War.
Look, it's LeBron James again. Why is there just a dead dude with a pussy on the ground? Yep, because it's AI-generated. That would be the answer.
Notice the skin and hair type of these people. They're obviously black.
That painting is from Pompeii, where they used a unique painting style, but no, they were not black.
And before I get into the Trojans...
Holy shit. Why did I pause right there?
I'm going to show you that there were black Greeks.
We was Greeks and shit.
Look at this bowl of negroid heads. This...
What did he say? I don't think I can repeat that on YouTube, but y'all heard that shit. Right, we was Trojans and shit. We was Greeks and shit.
This is found in Thrace, where Spartacus is from.
Spartacus, and who gives a shit? This proves nothing.
Take a look at this statue of this black man, which was made in the 100s BC.
Again,
I got a feeling that was like a lawn decoration in like the 50s.
Not evidence of genealogical black people.
So yes, black people were in Asia Minor.
Sure, there were also Arabs in the Hittite Empire. That means nothing. And mostly they were traders and slaves.
Look at this young man. He is from Asia.
His nose broke off. He's from Asia?
Minor.
Again, not genealogical evidence.
Now look at these coins. This man is from...
I don't know. That nose looks awfully not black to me.
Athens. Look at the Spartan helmet.
Yo, as a numismatist, that is an oboe, probably of Athena, you idiot.
Look at this base. Look at the red hair, and also look at the red hair.
It's a stylization thing. Do they have red lips too? No.
On the man that's illustrated on the vase.
We was vases and shit.
This wasn't just an art style. These were black people.
It was an art style.
This literally was an art style.
I quote, apparently, most...
I haven't watched this video, by the way. I'm just saying.
Most of the tribe of Dan must have left Palestine prior to the time of Jeroboam. First Chronicle.
They just think that everybody had perfect paints and shit and that it wouldn't wear or wear unevenly.
Was 5:17 through 26, which would account for them not appearing in this genealogy.
We was the ancient Israelites and shit. We was the tribe of Dan and shit, man.
The Danan were not the first Hebrews into Ireland.
We was Irish and shit.
Before the...
We was Irish and shit. Yo, hey. Black people started everything. Reported for Seism. God's favorite dance says, but the only black people were the Nubians of southern Egypt, which is technically Africa, not Asia Minor. Oh, damn. See, God's favorite aunt knows his shit.
Exodus. They are sons of Zara, one of the twin sons of Judah.
We was Judah and shit. We was King David and shit, man.
This is a fresco of Annius.
Fresco of Annius. Okay, he's kind of red. And you know what they used to say back then? That, like, these people had the skin color of copper. It wasn't black people. It was, well, it might have been black people a little bit, but like what we would call black people now. There's a huge likelihood that a lot of these people were mixed.
Look at how dark Annius and his brethren are.
It literally looks like an ancient Greek man with olive-toned skin, you idiot.
This is the actor that played Annius in The Fall of Troy.
A black actor played a role in a modern movie, and therefore that character was black, and we was Kangs.
Man, now look at Hector, black.
My guy, this is...
He's naked.
Olive tone like ancient Greek people.
Look at these women. Now look at Paris.
There's a lot of skin colors that got worked out over time because we all interbred and stuff.
Paris and
Black. Look at Helen being captured by the Spartans. Black.
Helen was not black. Y'all was not Kangs. Y'all is retarded.
The ancient Trojans were
Wow, that was a good ending.
black.
He was Trojans and shit.
That was a good ending. That's why I like that guy's channel. He's funny. He's funny, and he's correct. And I will hit like on it, and I followed it as well. But yeah, that's what they all want you to think. They want you to think that there was some kind of ancient group of people that called themselves the Moors, or maybe not even called themselves the Moors, but they want you to think that there's an ancient group of people that's like been erased from history because they were black. And those people called themselves, or were called by other folks, the Moors. Now, the actual reality of the situation is that when people in ancient history books were referred to as Moors, it meant that they were from a land that nobody was sure exactly what the name of it was. Right? Like, it was for mostly Middle Eastern people. And we really hadn't, like, checked that area out all that much, you know, in different areas. Right? Like, the French didn't go traveling over to the Middle East. You know what I mean? So they would call those people the Moors because they didn't know what to call them. And it's like well known, it's documented that lots of people were referred to as Moors. And some of the people that were referred to as Moors were from like, you know, from Africa. So like, it wasn't all just one singular group of people. It was a bunch of different groups of people. And people were like, I don't know who that white guy over there is. He must be one of the Moors. It didn't exactly just go, hey, you're black as coal. You must be a Moor. You know what I mean? It's funny, but it's been stretched into something that it's not by a bunch of dumbasses who sell books to people who are dumber than themselves. And they get to take advantage of that because stupidity is a virus. I don't know. Let's check out this one.
Okay, so what you're looking at is the flight path if you were to fly from JFK Airport in New York to the Hong Kong International Airport, which on this map, it makes 0 sense what the Sam Dam is with that. Again, JFK to Hong Kong, you go way up and then come way down. And someone pointed this out. Flat Earthers may have something here, you'll have to explain it to me, but the New York to Hong Kong on a flat Earth map is pretty much a straight line. Now, according to Google's AI, it says the reason that you go way over the Northern Hemisphere, often passing over the North Pole, is because of airspace restrictions over Russia. But dude, if you just flew straight here, you wouldn't even go into Russia to make it to Hong Kong. You could go across the top of frickin' Africa. So what am I missing here? Explain in the comments. Also, I'm live every night on Rumble, completely uncensored. We can talk about things completely freely without having to bite our tongues. If you want to see me there, comment Rumble below and I'll send you a link to my Rumble channel where we live stream. Make an account, turn on live notifications so you can comment and you won't miss it because we talk about that and the unfolding conflicts over here freely. So we'll see you on Rumble. It's at the link in my bio too. Okay, so what you're looking at is
go to his
the
Rumble
flight path. If you
This is just yet another person who doesn't understand how maps and flight paths work, and I am not someone who does completely, you know what I mean? So like, he's looking at a flat map, he's like, oh, it's a straight line. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a straight line anyway. You guys commenting about Moors in my chat? All right, send me proof that the Moors were like a species of human. And it wasn't just like a area thing. Gib says, can't sleep. What's good, Trippy? Hello. How you doing, Saluter? Mr. Saluter Gib. How you doing? Let me give you a salute, but that's the wrong hand. This one works. Salute. You and the rest of the chat. And look, that guy's like, oh, planes go. And you're looking at a flat map that's actually trying to portray a round planet. Things like measurements are never going to be correct, you know. Hey, what up, Pickle? He's out there. He says we was morons and shit. That's right. Man. Oh, Lindsay said he is funny. I want his channel link. I will give it to the chat in a second. I just got to go back up to it and get it. Is that the right one? Yes, it is the right one. Okay, so it is... How do you say that? Politodoxy? Politodoxy now. Here. Here comes the Instagram link. That is to the dude that was talking about the black people being all Trojans and shit. Well, I mean, refuting it. Lindsay says, I noticed that Trippy has gotten better at maneuvering his hands. Yeah, when I fuck him up. I think I also have one for this hand. Hold on. Nope, I don't have a salute for that hand. Oh, this is my fainting hand. Oh, no. I'm going to faint because I'm a 1920s woman. Or 1800s, probably. I don't know. I need a fainting room and a little bed in there and stuff. Yeah. I have hands. You know what's funny? If I take the desk away, I don't have any legs. Like if I took that desk away, there ain't no legs there. It's cheaper. It's cheaper on the animation, which means you guys should go to the supertip.gg. And if you do so, you can get a donation like what P. Fletch has dropped in the past here. Let's see. When he made Speakeasy and Jack Nicholson talked about stuff.
Eye of Newt, tail of skunk. Make this maple leaf a white rapper cock.
Ayo, bruh.
Mother of God.
Pickle was gherkins and shit over there. Yeah, that's right. I have no feet in real life either. I sold them. I sold them to pay for the Adobe that I need to run my channel. That's real. That's real, by the way. I had to sell a bunch of body parts to be able to afford Adobe. All right, I'm going to get Das Link. Das Link for the super chat. We are at $51 out of 200 on the goal for that. You know why? Because chicken thigh. That's why. And also, you can go over there. You can do a text tip. You can do a voice tip, or you can do an image tip, which I have to actually figure that one out. So I don't know if it's an option right now, but I will make it one in the future, and we will have it, won't we, Batman? That'd be a great time for me to have an audio clip of Batman. I don't think I do, actually. Anyway, supertip.gg/TrippyCast/voice if you would like to type something and make Speakeasy or Jack Nicholson say it, or both, or them two and an AI one. You know, it's only like a couple of bucks. That's right, you can help support a clown for less than the cost of a coffee at that place that everybody talks about. And to me, smells like burnt plastic. Starbucks. That's... Now, what do we got in here? Let's try this one. That's a photo, Trippy. All right. Well, I feel like a genius. This one?
Not a child when she married Prophet, peace be upon him, in less than 60 seconds.
One more try on that. Go.
Can you prove that Aisha was not a child when she married Prophet, peace be upon him, in less than 60 seconds?
100% we can. The hadith mentions when the engagement happened, when the marriage was to take place, she was young, so they waited. She waited with her family until she was post-pubescent. She was no longer a child, she was post-puberty.
Nowhere in the video did he mention that she was still 9 years old, and no 9-year-old has ever been past the age of maturity. Hey, Your Honor, she was very mature for her age. That's basically the counter argument that these guys have. And no, she was 6 when married and 9 when consummated.
Can you prove that Aisha was not a child when she married Prophet, peace be upon him, in less than 60 seconds?
100% we can. The hadith mentions when the engagement happened.
I'm sorry. I'm not too sorry. Actually, I'm the opposite. Sorry. I'm never going to refer to Muhammad and then say anything about peace being upon him. God's favorite Rant is stealing me a link in Discord to the Moors. If you are curious later, no problem, dude. Thank you. Which Discord? Like my Discord or my DMs? Probably. It looks like it's my Discord. So thank you. I got a lot of music playing in the background. It's fun. All right. Well, let's see. Thank you, by the way. Tommy Sisson says, I told you like an hour ago that Trump released the UFO files so that you would have something to go look at. Well, thank you, Tommy Sisson. Thank you. But Lindsay says, are you Brain? Are you Brian? It says to select a name for the tip. Brian? No, my real name's Mike. Oh, select the name for the tip. I got you. Let me look at it because I have it on my side too, I believe. So you can select, You can do Ava, Beth, Brian, Gerald, Hope, Jerry, Josh. You do Nicholson Joker. That's the custom. That's one of the 2 custom ones. Simone or Speezy Wheezy. That is Speakeasy. The Grand Mifdu is a wizard, and William is a dorky little guy. But yeah, they're all AI generated voices, and you can make them say whatever the fuck you want them to. Lindsay says, Brian. Well, thank you, Lindsay. You can do Brian if you'd like. Just pick one that you like. I don't have my voice in there. Although I should, and I probably will. I don't even have the 3rd slot completely filled up yet because I put Maxer in there for Reader of Pain. So, like, it's just not active yet. It takes like a day or 2. But yeah, you can put whatever voice you want in there. You know what? If you want it to be me, select Nicholson Joker. And then that'll be probably the best one right now, I guess. I don't really know. It's the least used one. I'll tell you that. It's the least used so far. Steve Fletch has used that one once or maybe twice. And the Speakeasy one multiple times. So you can do the Speezy Weezy one. You could do the Nicholson Joker or however. Nicholson. Yeah, Nicholson Joker. You can pick whatever the fuck you want. Don't let me determine whatever you decide. Thank you, Lindsay. Also, Mr. Goatman says, penis be upon him. That's right. Yeah, Maxer's still maxing out. I believe his channel is called Maxed Myman, or Myman Maxed or something like that. Like, he used his real last name. Remember when he said that shit on the stream like 3 years ago and we were like, what the fuck is he giving us his real name for? Ah, the memories. And the memories. But I don't have any memories to show you tonight. Oh, maybe I do.
It's upside down, it's a 9 now.
See, why did you even get my hopes up like that? You got me over here thinking that you nice and ripe, and then you gonna turn the 6 upside down into a 9. You're spoiled.
What the fuck?
It's upside down, it's a 9 now.
Should have pushed when she put that in there. But I guess that's some memories for you. 19-year-old memories. Spoiled my... What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Here's a gun control one. Let's check that out. That's right, Pickle. EDP alert. That's going to be a copyright claim, I guarantee it. All right, we'll just go to this fat one. We like fat people.
So if you are a 1 or 2X, you are small fat. 3 to 4X, you are mid fat. 5 to 6X, you are super fat. Is based on...
Oh, trust me, I was at Walmart last night, or night before. Night before? Whenever I was at Walmart last, I think it was yesterday in the afternoon. I've got my days very mixed up lately. I was going to grab a 3X hoodie. I ended up buying a 2X because I've 1, lost weight, and 2, that fucking thing was like wearing a blanket, like a very large blanket. And I didn't want to be swimming in it. Lizzie says, I don't see a mic. Well, that's because there's no mic in there. I'm sorry. I didn't put my own voice in the thing. You know what? I'll do you one better, Lindsay, if you want to donate. You donate and I'll read it. I'll play the AI one at some point, but I'll read it in my own voice. How about that? And then you get whatever. How's that sound, Lindsay? All right, let's go back to here.
What level of privilege you have in the world. So someone in a small fat category may not struggle getting on an airplane, but someone in a mid fat or super fat may not be able to use even the airplane extender. So that's where that comes in, and like the privilege levels of like what fat means to different people.
Help! I'm being oppressed! I'm being oppressed! Help! I'm being oppressed! Help me! I'm being oppressed! These people are comical.
So if you are...
He's right, you know. Yes, Pickle is Gherkin TV in the chat. If you guys want to follow his Twitch, you probably should. You got that link ready, Pickle? I switched Twitch accounts, so now I can't remember the password for my original one. Isn't that some shit? It's no biggie, though. I got you handled, sir. I got your back. I've got your back. There you go. It won't let me choose a speaker, so I can't contribute. What? Here, let's see. All right, so it should look like something like this, right? This is the voice one. This is the voice tip. You could also do text tip if you'd like and just write something, and I'll read it. But voice tip, and then it should say select speaker here, and then you click the face or the name, not the little play button.
I'm just here to make your world more colorful.
See? Because the play button just plays whatever. Like Jack.
Hello, this is Nicholson Joker, and I was created for TrippyCast.
Or Speezy.
Hello, this is Speezy Wheezy, and I was created for TrippyCast.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you click the name, boop, it'll drop it right there, and then it'll show the little dot. So, hopefully, it works like that. Also, Lindsay, the website is kind of newish, so if you're on the phone, it may not work very well. There is, however, a Cash App. You want to do it? You want to do one of those? I'll put the link tree in the chat if you'd rather donate somewhere else. Streamelements.com/TrippyCast, which will show up in there under Stream Elements. That one is probably the fastest way to send me money other than Cash App. They both work. So if you're still in the mood to do it, try one of those. Look up Batmobile. Anyway, if you're still in the mood to do it, thank you for even thinking about doing it. I appreciate that, because it's always the thought that counts, you know? Or the thought that counts, depending on what you're looking at on Instagram. I have yet to find a counting thought, though, on Instagram. But still, I'm sure there's at least one somewhere. I'm going to find another video for us to watch, I hope. What the shit? Anyway, I'm looking. Only at grocery stores in Detroit. Okay, well, this sounds like something that's my speed.
At the customer
Oh, son of a bitch. Anyway.
service, banging lines off the desk, bro. Did you see that? That's what I'm talking about, living in 9 and Harper, bro. 20 minutes north of Detroit. You see it all, dog.
9 Mile and Harper. Holy shit. I'm like a couple of miles from this guy.
You see it all. You don't see any watermelons left in the produce section. Look at this guy, bro. This guy's fucking railing.
He's doing cocaine.
Railing lines in the Kroger, bro. This guy is just straight up at the customer service, banging lines off the desk, bro. Did you see that? That's what I'm talking about, living in 9 and Harper, bro. 20 minutes north of Detroit.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I probably go to that same store. Maybe not, though. He's all the way down at 9 Mile. I'm at, like, fucking Metro Parkway. That's crazy to just see somebody doing fucking cocaine off the fucking shelves or whatever. That's nuts. Absolutely surprising. I mean, what the fuck, man? He's just over here fucking... I feel so much better. I needed that boost to get through the rest of this Walmart. Wait, I might have been at that Walmart yesterday. And no wonder I had so much energy when I came home. Oh, this guy's wearing a sun mask. He's definitely going to say something about some kind of conspiratorial bullshit, isn't he? Yes, I do, Gil. Sorry, I saw the 8 and said Gib. Yeah, I do. I live right by there. I'm literally on Harper. And he mentioned he was at 9 Mile and Harper. I was probably at the same Walmart yesterday. I'm not joking.
2027. Section 24220 goes live. Every new car sold in America wired with AI cameras tracking your eyes, pupils, head position, infrared, always on. The car decides if you're impaired.
They fucking canceled this. They decided not to do this with cars. It's already been annexed. Like, we're not going to do this. But yet, you see what I'm talking about? Fucking people just sitting on the internet watching AI videos produced by a guy talking about how terrible AI is, or AI talking about how bad AI is in general. And people listen to this shit and they go, oh, that must be fact, or else why would he be talking about it?
No breath test, no officer, no appeal. It can lock ignition, limit speed, report you. NHTSA's own 2026 report to Congress admits the tech doesn't work yet. Even 99.9% accuracy means millions of false positives.
Exactly why it doesn't work, so they didn't put it in anything, and they're not actually going to be putting it in every new car at all, because then you would have to get countries to fucking listen to you and actually have to do the shit that you say is the U.S. These people take something that they saw that they, the U.S. thought about doing, and then they're like, oh yeah, that was just fact now. It happened. I saw a video on it. I'm going to make my own video on it so I can get the likes on Instagram.
They're mandating it anyway. Representative Massey called your dashboard judge, jury, and executioner. 57 Republicans and 211 Democrats voted.
Has his voice slightly southern?
To keep the mandate. The original law was bipartisan, signed by Biden in 2021. The 2026 spending bill that could have defunded it, Trump signed that too. No
could have defunded it and Trump signed it, and somehow that's a bad thing?
Federal rules on data storage or sharing. Ford already patented biometric scanning that checks drivers against police.
Yes, they patented it. Oh my God. You know how many things are fucking patented that never get used?
Police databases.
He doesn't.
They call it safety.
He fucking does, and he doesn't want his audience to know.
No pause button. What else gets upgraded after 2027? 2027.
Shut the fuck up, sunhead. Fucking stupid cow ass looking motherfucker, bitch ass, punk motherfucking AI ass video with AI voice talking about how bad AI is. It's like, what do they used to call it? Meta. It's like meta, The AI is talking about how shitty AI is and how it's going to ruin your life while being AI itself. Well, looks like we got a guest appearance coming up here in a second. I'm relaxed today. I'm wearing my nice hoodie, my new hoodie. It's very red. I should make mine red in the game here. I mean, the game. I should make my little cartoon hoodie red. I had to change tactics, guys. I had to change tactics and go in with a fresh mind. I pulled my finger out of my butt and I sniffed it real quick and it gave me energy. Must still be some cocaine left on it from going to Walmart. No, anyway, we're going to get to a guest appearance, this little fat guy. We all know the little fat guy. You'll know who I'm talking about as soon as I hit the button.
Last night, it was officially announced by Saudi Arabia at about 7 o'clock at night. It was officially announced by Kuwait, and so I got home from working late, went in, sat down in the bedroom, shot a little 4-minute report, and said Saudi Arabia just closed its airspace to the U.S. military, and they have to have that to be able to get into Iran, so these military operations can be forced to stop. And I was immediately flooded with masses of bots and people saying I was lying. So I started posting screenshots of the Wall Street Journal and even CNN. I've never seen such war propaganda that's so ham-fisted. It's just an insult to everyone. I mean, if you're gonna have war propaganda, at least make it good.
Yeah, look at this guy right here. This little red arrow. He's just spinning in the water.
But so now it's official, though, that Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, we've got our main military bases other than Qatar, said it's over. They tacitly approved strikes to take out nuclear material 69 days ago. But as it became clear that Israel wanted total regime change and that it wasn't going to work and that it's going to destroy the world economy, that's all interconnected, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, it's now being reported by the Wall Street Journal and New York Times, and the White House admits it, was in a long conversation with Trump, and they're good friends. He said, look, you've got to end this operation. You've got to declare the war over. Now, that call actually happened 2 days ago, but he gave Trump a couple of days, and then you saw Marco Rubio come out and say, okay, offensive operations are over. We're going to wind the war down now. Now, we've heard the war is over 30-plus times from Trump, over a dozen times from Rubio, but this time, it has a very good chance of sticking because Saudi Arabia, other than Israel, is our most important ally in the Middle East. And then, Kuwait is a very close fourth or fifth after.
When fucking, I always forget his name. When Alex Jones talks, how much do you guys think of his voice is just him going like
how much do you think it's just him going like this? It was like Saudi Arabia, and I don't like Donald Trump anymore, but I love Donald Trump. Now I'm Alex Jones, and this is InfoWars.
How much do you think is a put on? In other words, because like a little bit of that's got to be a little bit of a put on, right? I mean, you can talk like that on live streams or whatever, on air for years, and it can always be the voice that you use. You know what I mean? Especially if it doesn't hurt none. You know, just you train yourself into it. P. Fletch says,
"Sounds like a pig guy working for acorns." That's what they told you. They're putting chemicals in the water and they're turning the frogs gay, so donate to the TrippyCast. I'm Alex Jones.
Places like Egypt's really in Africa, but it all fits into the Middle East. And, of course, Jordan. So this is a really, really good development. It is sanity is coming in. Last night, it was
Alex Jones is starting to look like a cop. He's starting to look like a retired cop who said 15 years ago, "I'm too old for this shit," and then started a podcast. This is kind of like, I could tell somebody who's new to the internet that, and they would probably believe me right on its face. Just be like, yo, fucking whatever. Also, Lindsay, are you still out there? You can still chill. I don't care if you donate or not. Like, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. I ain't gonna try to force you. I ain't gonna try to force you. You can chill. You can still talk and chat. Don't be a stranger. Okay, let's see what the next one was. I think we're going to get a secondary guest appearance from Jim Brewer.
We were putting stickers on...
Stop for a moment. Start from the beginning, Jim.
You forget, a couple years ago, we were putting stickers on gas pumps. And it said, "I did that." Have you checked the gas prices lately? Where are the stickers? It works for one person, but not the other. But it is amazing how much we will go to defend a same scenario. Because
okay, so he's saying that Trump did the gas prices. I mean, hey, it's still the president. Why not go ahead and produce some fucking Donald Trump "I did that" stickers? Why not? I don't really give a fuck. It's not exactly like he was planning that. He's like, "Oh, we had the best gas prices." Like, why would I fuck that up? That's probably why there's no stickers. Or less. Because I'm guaranteeing there's some out there. But, it's just a temporary fucking hike in gas price. I mean, I get it. It sucks. Because even over here, gas is like $4.50. But it's been going down. The other day, it was $4.75. I checked yesterday, it was $4.55 at the lowest gas station I saw. The highest was $4.59. So it's gone down a few cents. You know what I mean? That's right, P. Fletch. I voted for the bastard.
I didn't marry him. I married my left hand because my right hand gets enough attention.
That's what Alex Jones says in the mirror every day.
you believe that's your prophet, and you believe this one's taking the promised land. It's mind-boggling. You forget a couple...
All right, Jim Brewer, God, man. Like, it's becoming popular again to be anti-Trump, so of course he's going to switch up. I don't even think he's being anti-Trump. He's just like anti-high gas price. I like Jim Brewer. Always have. Still looks like he's stoned out of his mind. But that's just how he was built. When they, pulled him off the assembly line, he looked like he was high. And God was like, and you shall be high for the rest of your life, even if you don't have a buzz. I need like a mod for my microphone so I can sound like God sometimes. Just be all echoey and heavy and all that shit, Oh, man. This guy, oh, man. This might be a PC video. We'll find out together. Let's find out together.
All right, everybody, got some more dumb shit that shouldn't hurt the bank account. First up, we got this laptop. It'll price $1,300. Click that coupon.
Oh, it's just electronics. Never mind. I thought he was going to talk about how they're trying to steal your money by letting you buy computers or something. I don't know what I thought. Hey, look at that. Bodacious wine. Bodacious. Okay. How to say go make dinner, bitch, in Chinese.
How say go make my dinner, bitch, in Chinese. 去给我做饭 bitch. 去给我做饭 bitch. 去给我做饭 bitch.
去给我做饭 bitch.
How say go
I think I did it.
make my dinner, bitch in Chinese. 去给我做饭 bitch. 去给
Okay, what's so far? A beater. I think I could say go make my dinner, bitch, in Chinese if I was out there. I might pull that one out on somebody later. Just be like, Shuke, what's so far? Sure. You know? Oh, hello, AJ. What's going on, dog? What's good? What's good in your hood? What's good in your hood? I got right up in your face, and I was like, what's good in the hood? We're just going through, we're finding different, similar to conspiracy style videos, and we're commenting. I'm finding everything on Instagram right now. And yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Oh, great. I found a video called Hospitals Do Not Want You to Know This Secret. I have a feeling it's going to be something absolutely asinine, so it's a bit of a break from the conspiracy. So let's see.
Hospitals do not want you to know this secret. Hey, hospital, why am I being charged $15,000 for a broken fingernail? That's just what your total came out to. Sorry. Watch me drop the bill to almost zero. Actually, I need to see an itemized breakdown of all the charges. An itemized breakdown? Why would you need that? Because I want to see every single thing that went into treating my broken fingernail, and
they will send you a slightly longer sheet of what went into fixing your broken fingernail when they send you the fucking bill. But I hope this guy's right. I want to know.
legally, you have to give me one. Fine, here it is. Interesting. Just by asking for this, the bill magically dropped $3,000. Yeah, I guess we made a mistake. Now, let me take a closer look. $300 for a Band-Aid and $2,000 for some special Advil? Sorry, but that's just what it costs. Actually, no, I can get these prices lowered. All I have to do is find the actual cost on this website, then call the billing department and challenge these charges. That's gonna save you thousands. Where did you learn all this? Noah did, and if you want a direct link to the completely free website, just comment Bill and I'll send it to you.
I've never seen a more sponsored fucking video. I've actually never seen more of a group of sponsored videos in my fucking life. So, yeah, I'm sure that's fucking official. It's just a free website that's like, we'll save you money at the hospital. What do they get in return? What do they fucking get in return? Nothing. I guarantee it ain't nothing. You fucking come to our website. We'll teach you how to get like your medical bills that you never go and even have to get anyway. We'll help them get lowered. You normies out there with your fucking healthy bodies. What up, Batty? I see you out there. Yeah, on time to gross out the entire chat. Let's see. I'm going to gross you guys out. I'm sure of it. I mean, I'm thinking I'm sure of it. Free coffee.
I can exchange this one for a different one, or yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
What a fucking asshole. That's got to be very, very illegal.
What kind of evil villain shit is this? Somebody need to catch this nigga and ban him from all possible establishments, G. He is committing heinous fucking crimes to humanity. This nigga done grabbed a Starbucks bottle, went in the bathroom, already wild as hell, cause why you taking that shit in the bathroom? Don't it make you go to the bathroom after you use it? He took that shit in the bathroom, dumped it out, went to the stall and scooped some dookie juice up in it.
Yeah, that's highly illegal. What the fuck?
They're putting Starbucks coffee into the toilets and then returning them to the stores. That's why we have a show like InfoWars. Let you know about this stuff, brother.
Hey, Alex Jones sounds like he's a retired wrestler, but looks like a retired cop. It's a living. It's a living, I think. I also think he still like owes hundreds of millions of dollars to that whole Sandy Hook thing. But yeah, you know, you guys probably know better than me, is what I'm saying.
However,
well, that was backwards. Supposed to stay paused. It's supposed to stay paused. It was supposed to have stayed paused.
it
It goes so much deeper than Nepo babies at this point. My research has showed me that Sabrina Carpenter is related not only to Scientology, not only to Thelema, but to these 1946 rituals called the Babylon working rituals that were done by L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, and his buddy Jack Parsons. They tried to literally manifest a deity named Babylon inside of a woman. They believed that they actually did, and that they actually were able to summon this deity and place it into a woman at that time. However, many people believe that they were not successful, including Aleister Crowley, who is the guy who founded the religion that these two bozos were practicing. He called them weak-minded fools and said that they have no idea about what's coming. And many people today believe Sabrina Carpenter, including myself, is this deity from the Babylon working rituals. And if you want more on this, I did a full video on it. It's insane.
Wait a minute. When the fuck did L. Ron Hubbard die? Because I'm pretty sure that it would make Sabrina Carpenter like 70 or 50 or some shit. 1986. I didn't know he lived that long. What did he do it? The final fucking year? How old is Sabrina Carpenter? We're doing research over here. Only 26 and she was born in 1999? Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm certain that he put the spirit of Babylon in her before he died in 1986. Well, that was a little easy to debunk, wasn't it? I was getting excited. I thought something darker would be happening. Nope, she was born 1 year before, or no, he died 1 year before I was born. But, you know, her being way younger than my ass means some junk about her living alive. I'm sad now. I thought that was going to be harder to debunk than 2 Googles. Look at me. I'm a Google debunker. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Google debunker. It literally took me 2 searches. All I did was look up Sabrina Carpenter and then look at her death. I mean, look at her death. Look at her age and birth year. And then I looked at fucking L. Ron Hubbard's death date. And bingo bango, yeah, sure. I'm sure that he somehow, I guess, came back to life in 1999 and put the spirit of Babylon into Sabrina Carpenter, which I'm not even sure what the fuck the spirit of Babylon would be, because I'm also pretty fucking certain that Babylon was a location in the Bible and not a deity. Where the hell is my cell phone? Oh, that's right there. I plugged it into the computer and I hung it over my Stream Deck. I was at like 13% on my cell phone when I got up today, even though, or no, I was at 30. It's only at 41 now. But I swear I fell asleep with it plugged in. Yeah. Oh, man. I woke up today and Mom had made ribs in the slow cooker. She started them at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And then when I got up, they were totally fucking done and they were delicious and they fell apart in my hands and it was so nice. Anyways, let's get back to her, shall we? Let's get back to her. All right. Let's see. I don't even know what this is.
So the same party that funded the KKK in 1865 just got caught funding the KKK in 2026. Tell me about the party switch again. While you're typing that out, it's important to point out that the KKK is a white supremacist organization whose goal is to suppress Black Americans and reverse Reconstruction policies, right? So it's almost as if the very party that incentivizes parental absence in the home has rendered a large portion of our small population to be dependent on the government for the past 65 years are the same emperor, just in different clothes. But hey, I'm just a self-hating Black conservative, am I right? So the same party that funded the KKK in 1865.
She's talking about how the Democrats are the same exact party that funded the KKK. Okay. Well, at least she's discovering what's going on in reality. You know? Don't just sit and be a Democrat because you were told that's what the other people the same skin color as you are. That was a pretty short video, though. Oh man. I mean, yeah, like no lies detected, no X'd out, you know? None of that shit. Oh my God, is this guy underground? What is that? I have to pull it up, unpause it, and then, you know, go to play. Anyways, you don't need to know the steps. What the fuck is that? Sorry. Anyway. Why does this guy look like, what was that actor's name? The guy from Zoolander. What does this guy look like, that guy? Anyway.
My name's Dr. Michael Torres. I'm an explorer. I'm a treasure hunter.
There's no way this is fake.
I'm a storyteller that likes to find the hidden history that lies right between where mystery hits intrigue. I've been called a pirate. I've been called worse. But I probably caused more international incidences than Borat. But you can't deny certain things. Like, for one, there is Spanish amphora. Right there. That is Spanish amphora. Behind this false wall.
It's what?
That is the lost treasure of Captain Marcos Delgado.
All right, then knock a hole in the fucking wall and show us now.
From the 1705 Appalachia Revolt. This isn't Oak Island. I find stuff. That's a Spanish amphora.
It looked like a blank screen to me, but okay.
I gotta take down this false wall. I'm looking for Anne Bonny. That's my end goal. Sponsor me, help me. Help me.
That's right. Sponsor me and not that guy, and help me by going to streamelements.com/TrippyCast or supertip.gg/TrippyCast/voice or image. Or, you know, just click the link tree and pick one. And you can help out a clown. And then we're going to see what else this guy's got to say.
Find her. Help me find what history lost. Help me find the tomb of the Pirate Queen.
Pirate Queen?
This just happened. I was on the hunt for Anne Bonny.
Oh, you're showing us a boulder.
And it brought me just by Delgado. And I think we found his lost treasure. That's Roman. Excuse me, that's Spanish amphora.
It's a rock. Oh, he's showing us the edge of something. Okay. Is that a piece of pottery? I think that's a piece of pottery. As we all know, pirates were famous for hiding their treasure in caves inside of pottery. Right? They're famous for that. They didn't do anything else with their treasure. There's no way that could be an accidental piece of pottery left over by somebody who had definitely had a better entrance into that place than he does. He's just like, I'm knocking holes in walls out here. I'm an archaeologist. Was that supposed to be camera footage of what was in the hole? You know what? That's it. We're going to go to this guy's page and we're going to see if he posted anything else. Okay, so he's got 2 more pictures of a hole with what looks to be a piece of pottery in there. Videos.
We just cracked a hole in the false wall. That's Spanish amphora. That is Spanish amphora.
Please take it out of there. He's not going to. It's not storage. It was hidden on purpose.
Guys.
He's just going to keep saying the same thing over and over. Come on, Indiana Jones with a beard. Show us what's in it. Is he going to say it's Spanish amphora again?
That's Delgado. That is Captain Delgado's lost treasure. I am 99% sure of it. We were finding the lost raw gems. We found a few pieces of it. And now we found that. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This is all this is going to be, isn't it?
Okay.
It also looks like it's the only thing in the hole that's visible other than more rock.
All right. Let's take this. Ooh, we found it. We found it.
It's a premature celebration there, pal.
We found it. We found it. All right, calm down. Okay. We're gonna record this from an archaeological standpoint.
Okay, buddies. Jesus Christ. It's a rock in a hole. Gil says, no. Shaky cams. No shaky cam. Where's the atmosphere? Where's the atmosphere?
There it is. After 300 plus years, there it is.
Thanks for pointing us at a wall, homie.
Okay. Let's get this done.
Apparently, he only made this post 18 hours ago. Gee, wouldn't you follow it up with like 30 or 40 more posts showing that you were right? If that was real at all? Looks like most of his page is just him in the same hole. And for real, check it out. Look, there's this one where he's wearing a mask for some reason. All the rest of them, he didn't need it, I guess. And he's just like out in the woods. I don't know where he is or what's. He gives us nothing to go on as to like where this is supposed to be taking place, other than it's the inside of a rocky place. Could be under his house for all we know. Like for real. I don't get it. I'm gonna follow. He also has an Asian man as his avatar on Instagram. That's weird. I'm gonna follow to see if there's any updates on that. That's probably what most people are gonna do, but I just fell for it. So fuck them. We will see what happens from that point on. Oh man. So what's next? I like the ones where people put like text over the video because that way I don't have to scroll Instagram with the volume on. You get me? And as long as I don't have to do that, I'm more happy scrolling through Instagram. But then you run across videos like this one right here where it's just a guy kind of talking. And it makes you wonder, like, is this going to be something conspiratorial? Or is it going to be the same old bullshit? It's probably going to be the same old bullshit. Just some guy chit-chatting. Let's see what he's saying.
But I'm just really excited. I'm really proud. And I think that the net that they are casting right now, they're really getting things done. And the government's taking this seriously. And I'm still very connected to the subject and to a lot of people working on this. And I feel really good about it. I'm really optimistic that this is going to lead to more investigations, to more review. We're never going to get the perfect thing just presented to us on a plate. But this is the process that happens over years where they keep digging and digging and digging and they get to the truth of it all. And I don't know. I'm just really, really stoked. I'm really, really proud that the country's leading like this in this subject area, right on. All right, stay tuned for more. We just had a big drop of a bunch of government documents on unidentified aerial phenomena today.
Hey, this is what Tommy Sisson was talking about.
Just wanted to put out my own kind of perspective on this. I think that this is a tremendous thing that's happening, I think for a bunch of different reasons. Number one, the government is now formally doing stuff. They're formally investigating it, formally reviewing it, formally putting it out. Especially that one of the videos looks like a North Star. I think that's one of the most shocking things I've seen in a long time. We've never seen a UAP actually look like that. But I'm just really excited. I'm really proud. And I think that the net that they are casting right now, they're really getting things done. And the government's taking this seriously. And I'm still very connected to the subject and to a lot of people working on this. And I feel really good about it. I'm I'm really optimistic that this is going to lead to more investigations, to more review. We're never going to get the perfect thing just presented to us on a plate, but this is the process that happens over years, where they keep digging and digging and digging, and they get to the truth of it all. And I don't know. I'm just really, really stoked. I'm really, really proud that the country's leading like this in this subject area, right on. All right. Stay tuned for more.
I mean, it is kind of a cool thing to hear about UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon, but or phenomena, but it's cool or whatever. But it's still just it's kind of doofy. Like, it's shit we already all knew about, and there was really no hiding most of it. But I don't know. It's just it's cool, I guess. Well, let's get some of those Epsteiners fucking in jail, though. Let's do that. I would like to do that. It's really odd too that I just ran across another video of a tunnel. Isn't that weird? I wonder if it has anything to do with it, with the previous one. Let me scoop it up and we'll see. What could this guy possibly be talking about? Oh, I doubt that it's got anything to do with the same thing, but it's another tunnel.
Did you guys hear about this tunnel that they found in the high mountains of Canada? And the crazy thing is they keep going, and it goes all the way, they believe, underneath the United States. And when it comes up, it's coming up in Monterrey, Mexico. And so they're wondering who built it, if it's like an ancient Aztec tunnel or if the cartels built it. They said it's built really well, and they must have taken them years and years to build. What's crazy is that it goes about 7 miles underneath the U.S. And according to the Treaty of Versailles, that far underneath a country actually isn't that country's territory. And so they did obey international law. They're thinking that the governors are trying to seize it, and they're like, maybe we can sell this to one of the big e-commerce companies as like a logistics transport for products to save on costs. But others are saying no, if whoever built it owns it because they put in the hard work. But I'm curious what you think they should do with it. Did you guys hear about this tunnel?
Oh, you know what? I watched a different one of this guy's videos where he claimed that there was a brand new waterfall that formed in Kentucky. And everybody in his comments were like, this isn't real. There's no news of this anywhere. And they were like, this just goes to show his content's bad. Or stupid or fake or whatever. Like, I don't know which one of these it would be, but he definitely talked about some kind of waterfall. Is it this one? It's this one.
Easy discovery in Kentucky in that waterfall tunnel, and it changes everything we know about America. So last week in Kentucky,
it's not real.
This waterfall all of a sudden shot out of a mountain. It's never been there before, and so Signless wanted to hike up to it to see maybe what caused it. But when they got up to the opening, they said in the back they could see like a little cave cavern that looked man-made. And so they got ropes, and when they went in, there was all this artifactage, and it's Egyptian. They said you can see the sarcophagi, the clay pot sarcophagi up top, and then these wooden boxes full of Egyptian gold bracelets. But what was crazy in the back room was this tablet of clay. They said the writing is Egyptian hieroglyphicers, but it's not quite Egyptian. It's like a refracted or like a reformed Egyptian. But on here, it tells the history of the world, and it also says the Egyptians were visited by our sky cousins, and they were transposed, is what it said, to the Americas. And so we don't know if that's like teleported, but they said that they founded the Americas and that they covered this land, but something made them extinctionated, and that's why we haven't known about it. We also found like this tablet record. I'm going tomorrow to go through it, and there's just so much to learn.
This is straight up bullshit. Like, this is supposed to be ancient Egyptian pottery. Like, yeah, okay. Sure, it has like squares on it, I guess. This is definitely AI produced. But like, do you think that it's going to have wooden chests in it with hinges that still work? After like 2,000 years or whatever, you think it's still going to just be a cave in Kentucky where Egyptians were there first before anyone else? Like, that's what he's trying to say.
But I'll keep you updated as we learn more. Did you hear about the crazy...
That's right, Gil. The Jews have tunneled so much that they've created waterfalls in Kentucky. Hi, Panelverse! You got a wrench? Put your thing in the chat, and the thing with the thing. Put the thing with the link and the thing there. And we will thing the thing with our thing, and then everyone will be poking their things and things. I should have breathed into that. Sorry. I didn't breathe. Okay, so back to how I was getting videos earlier. I'm scrolling. Oh my god, oh fine. We'll do the Simpsons one. I don't know what this is gonna be.
Tom Brady and Larry.
The Simpsons always seem to know the truth before we do, huh? Watch this. Wait for the end for solutions.
Look, that's our ship! Purple!
An emergency message. Outbreak of the deadly virus is spreading rapidly.
A virus?
A worrying new challenge in efforts to contain the Hantavirus.
What right now is to feel safe.
For now, nobody is being allowed off the boat.
All ships must remain at sea.
Have fun! My booze!
Ew. Is he drinking gas water?
It's the same disease that killed Betsy Arakawa, the wife of late actor Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman's wife had Hantavirus?
According to the newspaper, FEMA was called out to manage an outbreak of the Hantavirus.
What the fuck?
I'm saying it wasn't the Hantavirus.
They're buying it. They're buying it.
Your father and I were recruited for a project. They told us it was biological warfare, a virus. What killed those men? A silent weapon or a quiet war?
If you're ready to just buy a whole compound and get the F out of this whole society and like start your own community, hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm right there with you. And I'm happy to share how to get the time and the finances to do just that. Comment class below, get on my next class where I share exactly how I'm in a position to say F you to the next round of mandates, the certain things I'm using to be healthier. No ingredients, by the way. I'm very against big pharma, obviously. You probably know. It's only a matter of time before they're going to use this for another shutdown, more mandates, more muzzles.
They won't be able to get another shutdown like they did before because we're all going to stand up for ourselves for the first fucking time, aren't we? All right, so I see that supertip.gt has a notification from Mr. P. Fletch. Let's check it out.
Pay the clown! Plus, pretty plub. Dexter has kittens to think of. Somewhere. Probably.
Hey, he is a horny little bastard, even though he's, like, fixed. Listen to that again. It says, pay the clown, please, pretty please. Dexter has kittens to think of. Somewhere. Probably.
Pay the clown! Plus, pretty plub. Dexter has kittens to think of. Somewhere. Probably.
That's hilarious. Thank you, Mr. P. Fletch, for the 5. Sorry, some audio leaked through from the Instagram. It's another fittest flat earther. I feel like I got a mouthful of spit when I'm talking. That's right. That's right. You guys want to watch the fittest flat earther video? Yeah. You guys want to watch Fittest Flat Earther? The guy that thinks that so many celebrities are fallen angels, meaning that they're demons. You could just call them demons, you know. I'm just saying. Like, that guy is seriously fucked up. And he's another one of them that only does his videos straight up for nothing but views. And he definitely doesn't believe anything that comes out of his own mouth. At least in his videos. He might in real life. Gil says, it baffles me how people really believe this crap. But if it keeps the funnies from hurting each other. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. Probably also stops the furries from hurting each other, which is almost what I said. Yeah, almost what I said. Anyway, let's check out this finished flat earther video. He is definitely going to say some stupid shit. Let's go for it.
Tom Brady and Larry Hagman from I Dream of Jeannie. You're getting older, and I'm staying the same age. Larry Hagman from the 70s show I Dream of Jeannie, Tom Brady. Alexander Majors, who was born in the 1800s, Travis Kelce, the guy from the 1800s, and Joe Namath, and John Travolta, the guy from the 1800s, and my...
Joe Namath and John Travolta are currently alive, aren't they? I'm pretty sure Joe Namath is still alive, right? As soon as I said it, I kind of feel like maybe not, but he just thinks they're pulling double duty.
Buddy Aaron Rodgers. Oh, in the 1800s, and then Herman Munster.
Like this guy that's probably AI generated. Okay.
From the 60s, and Herman Munster, and my buddy Aaron Rodgers. Take it way back. And I'm not just talking the 60s when Namath played. Namath played. Hey, nice butt chin. And I'm not even talking 1814 when Alexander Majors was born. Alexander Majors, who founded the Pony Express in the exact same town that the Kansas City Chiefs practice in the summer. Oh, and they just happen to have the exact same scar. No, I'm talking way, way back. I'm talking like 3,000.
All this dude does is zoom in and look for inconsistencies in the pixel spread of photos. And then he goes, look, it's the same mark on the same thing in the same spot. And he points the fucking zoom in at different places in between the two different fucking pictures. And then goes, it's in the exact same spot. I'm only zoomed in 8 billion times what you're supposed to be able to see.
1,000 years ago, when Egyptian god Amun-Ra was around. You know, Amun-Ra, the sun god. You know, there's a player in the NFL with the name Sun God. Sure, it's just because.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just because. What's he gonna say? But I'm gonna say I'm sure it's just because certain groups of people think that they have to have super original names, and they're running into silly shit now.
Because his name is Amun-Ra. And sure, he just happens to look so much like the 3,000-year-old statue from.
Holy shit! They have similar-ish facial hair.
Coincidence. And the cool thing about these statues is they made them so.
You mean there's 2 chips in the statue, and the pixels are blurring them?
Accurate. Look at that hole in his face. See it on the statue? Kind of like.
Why is it bumps on the other picture?
That exact one. Right there. See how it's just off center of the nose? How interesting. Just last night I noticed something interesting about this new fellow on the scene. New Bo Nix. Couldn't help but recognize that goofy little smile. Kind of reminded me of Spicoli, you know, Sean Penn. Let's hear what they have to say about it.
So that was just something as simple as he asked me what happened on a play. I told him. I turned. He couldn't quite hear. Turned back and told him again.
I've been thinking about this, Mr. Han. If I'm here and you're...
Oh, please, for the love of shit, stop it. Stop trying to get me copyright claims, fittest flat earther. Or you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and play it in the background.
Make it our time. Something as simple as...
And then put it back up on screen when it's less likely.
As he asked me what happened on a play, I told him.
And well, if you know anything about what I do next,
why does he pick people that don't look anything alike?
I check the wives, and boy, did they sure look similar. Look at those noses.
They have similar aftermarket teeth that are probably veneers. Good job, bud. You found similar teeth. And maybe lips.
Exact, the smile is exact, and well, they don't look the same here, but they're shapeshifters. I thought they seemed to fit.
They're shapeshifters, guys, but he said before that they can't shapeshift their bones.
Pretty nicely there.
I guess they do a pretty shit job. I guess they do a pretty shit job of shapeshifting their musculature and their skin, huh?
And they both have a very similar scar right here. See that?
Watch, it's not going to be there. It's going to be like eyebrow hair.
Kind of looks like if it had a little bit more time to heal.
It's eyebrow hair.
In the same spot.
It's a completely different shape and also not in the same spot, and it's eyebrow hair.
Oh, but there's a much better one. I couldn't help but notice this
So much better, guys. Fallen angels can't take care of a unibrow.
marking here. It almost looks like a 3. You see it right here? 3. Right here.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I see a shine, like a shimmer of light from the camera flash.
And it curves and it curves. Do you see that?
Now he's just making shit up. I mean,
Maybe
never mind.
a
He always
B,
does.
but kind of looks like a 3. And couldn't help but also notice it right here
There's nothing there on either forehead.
on Bo Nix's head. See that 3 there? Let me move over. 3.
There's no
Kinda
3
like
there.
the 3 right there in the exact same spot. And look, the hair even does the same thing. And when you push them
It
together,
doesn't.
there's a 3 and a 3, kind of like their favorite number, because a third of the angels are here, my friends. And the third is 0.333 repeating. But of course, all this for entertainment.
It doesn't. It doesn't look like it. There's no similarities here. I don't normally do this, but excuse me. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't normally do this, but he's given me no choice. I have to do it upside down. Well, no, I still have to do it upside down. Freeze, dog. Yeah, what are you gonna do about that? I'm pressing my shit up against your nose. Boom, 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 boom. Pow, 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 pow. I'm gonna fucking reload. I just had to put it off camera. I got robots back there. Pow, 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 pow. That was 5. Pow. Okay, clip's empty, or the chamber is empty. All right. I'll stop shooting. He's still gonna be there when I'm done anyway.
Entertainment purposes, I don't really think there's a bunch of false god, fallen angels running around here getting us to worship them in politics, sports, music, and Hollywood. That's Akhenaten from thousands of years ago. An Egyptian pharaoh. Entertainment only, my friends. They're shapeshifters. Have a lovely day.
Okay, they're shapeshifters, guys. I'm on the wrong avatar. Oh, that's okay. There. No, I'm on the right avatar. Anywho, yeah, they're shapeshifters. Ah, hilarious. Oh my god. Whatever. I am pretty sure that I have to go eat. I'm gonna go get something to eat. All right. I will be right back, and I will put on a commercial break. And then we will have food. Yeah. You guys ready for a commercial break? A little couple of minutes to get up and go empty your bladder. All right, let's do it. Let's get over here, and then we go over here. Right? I gotta figure out my button pressing. There it is. All right, commercial break. Da, 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 da. Actually, give me 1 second here. Nope. Okay. That was the wrong button. Why the hell did it? Why did it play that? What the hell? Ooh, did I remove my commercial break? It wasn't supposed to do that, like, at all. Here we go. I'll be back. Oh, hey, folks. You know, sometimes, well, while I'm live streaming, I get very hungry. Right there. Right down in there. Right in the clown tummy. And I think you guys have probably noticed. I mean, you know, got to keep that blood sugar rocking, right? So when that happens, I just reach on down for a nice box or bowl of Trippios. Comes with a free 2-liter of cotton candy flavored Faygo. And, well, I think without further ado, we should walk on over and see how it's made, shall we? I think we shall. Grab your bowl, get your cereal in there, just like you normally would. But then, add your Faygo, and you've got a nice bowl of Trippios the correct way. As you can tell, this is some very delicious cereal. And you don't even need milk, you just need Faygo. Delicious, delicious cotton candy flavored Faygo. And another plus side of the cereal, it doesn't even make you fat. Nom, 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 nom. I have no idea how they do it. Nom, 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 nom. Not even a little bit of weight. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. I feel larger. And you will too. Just purchase it today. Well, hey there, folks. You know what I'm here to tell you about? I'm here to tell you about the opportunity to pick up one of these here fine cars. Cars that look just like them, as a matter of fact. And they are very well done. They're very well painted. And they're painted by yours truly, Trippy. That's right. And, well, I'm going to let you guys see what they look like. So, get your ass on over there and go check those there cars out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got cars right here. We got cars down the block. We got cars across the street. We got cars in your socks. That's right. And for the low, low price of a donation to the TrippyCast, you too can have your very own. That's right. Trippy's Custom Autos. I'm getting the hell out of here so you can see the rest. Ooh, I thought my cigar was lit. Now I thought I burned my thumb for a second there. Hi, everybody. Let's get, ooh, I should turn that off. No. Nope. Don't fudge up all your buttons now, dude. All right. We's back. How's everybody feeling out there? How's everybody feeling out there? What up, Lee Fang? Welcome back. I don't know if you left or not, but you weren't saying nothing, so. Hi. What up, P Fletch? What up, everybody? How's everybody feeling? Yes, we nom. I feel like I gotta replace that damn car commercial. I got these like fall apart ribs. And I was like, you know what? I don't need a fork. Ow. I just bit my cheek. These ribs are so soft, you know. And fall aparty. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I just whistled. So we watched that garbage. Ooh, this next guy thinks that the Earth is flat. That's always something that we like. Oh my God, what is that? Sheesh. That was some weird thing that was on my Instagram. Holy shit. Anywho. At least it's not playing anymore. This guy, though, he thinks he's smart.
You have never seen the moon orbit the Earth. All you've ever seen is the moon moving above it, above your head. You have never seen the moon orbit the Earth. All you've ever seen is the moon moving above it, above your head. You have never seen the moon orbit the Earth. You
got nothing else for me, buddy? Jesus, the living son? Is this the guy's name? He's a moron, but he acts like he's smart, which is kind of common. Ah, my nose itches. Okay. What's he got? Is it a bunch of ants? Oh, it's a bee's nest, I think. I don't know what that is, but it's bugging me. Because all the bugs. We watched this one before. Okay.
Somebody said, be the glitch that you want to see in the Matrix. And I took that shit and I ran with it. Somebody said, be...
I'm confused as to what we just watched. Is everyone else? I feel weird about that. He's pretending that he's moving things and like floating and shit.
The glitch.
Let's break her down a little bit if we can.
That you want to see in the Matrix. And I took that shit and I ran with it.
Okay. He's got cardboard. There doesn't seem to be very much wind, but I guarantee there's some. And probably the use of fishing line. With somebody standing off camera or whatever pulling it. Cool, dude. You're super powerful. You can move a piece of cardboard in the wind. That was definitely the wind. Oh my God, he opened a door. Actually, I don't think that's all of it. Oh, yeah, he made lightning happen now. Somebody pushed it with a straw or something off camera. Yeah. Anywho. Yep, wind, guys. He's using the wind. Also, I've seen these before, and all you got to do is breathe on it, and it spins. Why do you think its nose is turned towards it? He's just breathing out really heavy. It's all air. Nothing is heavy enough to actually make an effect. This is Goku, dog. Oh my, it's all wind and shit. No. He thinks he's Neo-y thing. He said, so be the glitch. He trying to be a glitch? Yeah. And you know what? We got to do it. We was glitches and shit.
Welcome to Clown World. You're living it.
What did I just do? Yeah, we was glitches and shit. All right. Zero use of any kind of fishing line, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fishing line. This is the kind of shit that actually gets people thinking that they have powers over time. Like if you really, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever like discovered somebody who seems to be falling for their own bullshit. Like think of that John guy, that dude that was supposed to be a psychic. I think his name was John something. Way back in the early 2000s. We've talked about him before. Where like he would have a whole audience of people and he would try to convince them that he was talking to their passed on loved ones. I don't remember his name all the way. Anyway, like I hear that he in person is convinced that he can do that shit for real. Yeah. Very odd. Very, very odd. Okay. Let's see what our little guy with the towel on his head has to say. Ah, that's what that noise was earlier.
Y'all know I prefer the wood chipper, but this also works.
We're just lasering heads off. Hey, it's this guy again. He has a very apt hat.
The bottom of it. She was a Disney Channel star, but before that, she... Sabrina Carpenter has been trying to tell us information for years, and I think I finally gotten to the bottom of it. She was a Disney Channel star, but before that, she acted in Law & Order as a child who was always a victim of sex abuse cases. One of the episodes she was on, the episode was called Possessed. This is important. Later on, she was on a movie with Daniel Radcliffe called Horns. Horns is a movie about this guy who grows these demon horns, and then he's able to get people's deepest, darkest secrets out of them, which relates to the auditing that Scientology does, which is what her aunt is a part of, and her parents are potentially a part of Scientology as well. Where this connects to Tom Cruise, who is also a member of Scientology and was the star of the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Sabrina Carpenter's first album is titled Eyes Wide Open. The single on Eyes Wide Open was titled Eyes Wide Open and was filmed in the 99 Elks Lodge that's in LA. This is a location that is used by secret societies. In fact, 6 Freemasonic presidents have been a part of the Elks Lodge 99. This building was used in Eyes Wide Shut. Eyes Wide Shut being a film about secret societies. Sabrina then released a music video that featured her as an MK Ultra victim. She had these eyes that were going crazy, and 4 older businessmen were overseeing her. She wore a straight jacket, and the men were seen controlling and dominating her life. While she's wearing the straight jacket, going crazy, being brain controlled by these men in the music video. If you zoom in on the background, the photos in the background are all of children and babies. She's clearly sending us a message, but what does this message mean? This is when I noticed that in the video, she's wearing the same outfit that is painted by famous artist Kim Noble, who does paintings of sexual abuse survivor victims. This goes so much deeper, it ties in Charles Manson, Stanley Kubrick, Eyes Wide Shut, Tom Cruise, and a ton of other stuff, including rituals done in 1946.
Follow me for more.
The rest of this video and the full breakdown, go to this video link in bio. Sabrina Carpenter.
Of course, it's a follow me for more type thing. P. Fletch says Speakeasy is like that too. TrippyCast thinking he's smarter than he is and stuff. He had Kent Hovind on his live stream last night, debating First Amender, and well, I didn't record it or anything. I did hear Speakeasy say that he is closer to believing what Kent Hovind has to say than he does believing in evolution. Kent Hovind will say things like animals only come in kinds, which is a purposely misleading and low information way of saying species. Okay. Kent Hovind says that animals only come from their own kind, right? Like a dog, one of his things is like, a dog will not be born from a cat. It's like, okay, that sounds pretty fucking true. So he's another grifter with the dumbness. He uses people's biases in a fashion to try to get them to follow and say the same things that he does, Kent Hovind, right? Kent Hovind is a young Earth creationist who believes that Earth is only about 6,000 years old. And he also believes things like that dinosaurs walked with humans and that, you know, Noah was like 9 feet tall and however many hundreds of years old. Like Kent Hovind pushes all that stuff as like what he believes to be fact, while simultaneously saying shit like, oh, you believe in dinosaurs, so that means that you want all public schools to be teaching dinosaurs to children when it's possible that dinosaurs weren't what we say they are. That's Kent Hovind's arguments. And it's like, his biggest thing is, we shouldn't be teaching dinosaurs in school, but not religion. And it's like, okay, Kent Hovind. He doesn't believe that dinosaurs were what we say they were. And he won't really get into too much detail about that. And he also claims to have been a science teacher when Kent Hovind was not a science teacher. He just taught at a a Bible school, or Bible schooling is what he taught in. I mean, and that was like 40 years ago at this point. And yeah, he's a total asshole. And he's been debating people on the same topic for like 40 years and all that shit. When it's like, dude, you say this, he has the exact same argumentation every time he goes on a debate anywhere, and has since the 80s. And you got Speakeasy over here like, yeah, I think that he's probably right. Like, I don't really believe in evolution. So, like, Speakeasy, quit making yourself more noticeably stupid. I don't know how you get dumber as time goes on, but he's definitely trying to pull that off. Very annoying. But I mean, what else does he live for but to be annoying? Next video.
How are you
a black conservative? How are you a black Democrat? You mean the same party you say has been helping you for decades, but your communities look worse, not better? You mean the same party that started the Ku Klux Klan and somehow convinced you they're your savior? You mean the same political machine where LBJ, after signing the Civil Rights Act, said they're going to keep these niggas voting for generations? 62 years later, and you're still predictable. They dangled a black male president in front of you that did nothing for black people and everything for gay people, and a black female president that advertised to you with white people tacos and Megan Thee Stallion twerking on stage. And you never stopped to question that? They told you they were fighting poverty, but really they went and knocked on the doors of black families and told them that if they got rid of the man in the household, they could have this money and what we now know as the welfare system. They strategically demolished the nuclear family, leaving over half of the mothers in our community single mothers for generations, policies that incentivize broken homes, dependency instead of independence. They made us so you systematically rely on them, and now over half of the black households are dependent on the government. And they tell you crime is someone else's fault, while your neighborhoods keep getting worse in the very cities that they run. They build organizations, collect millions of donations, and somehow your community is still struggling while that money goes to $1 million homes, DoorDash, and new cars. And now they've got you fighting for illegal immigrants that take your jobs and have been killing your people, and they still give you nothing. So let me ask you again, how are you a black Democrat? How are you a black conservative? How are you a black Democrat? You mean the same party you say is
I want to hear the rest of this again. Sorry, I was paying it something else attention.
been helping you for decades, but your communities look worse, not better? You mean the same party that started the Ku Klux Klan and somehow convinced you they're your savior? You mean the same political machine where LBJ, after signing the Civil Rights Act, said they're going to keep these niggas voting for generations? 62 years later, and you're still predictable. They dangled a black male president in front of you that did nothing for black people and everything for gay people, and a black female president that advertised to you with white people tacos and Megan Thee Stallion twerking on stage. And you never stopped to question that? They told you they were fighting poverty, but really they went and knocked on the doors of black families and told them that if they got rid of the man in the household, they could have this money and what we now know as the welfare system. They strategically demolished the nuclear family.
Damn, she's like hitting all the good points. Did you say, did you say beep? Well, beep. I gave you a beep.
Leaving over half of the mothers in our community single mothers for generations, policies that incentivize broken homes, dependency instead of independence. They made us so you systematically rely on them, and now over half of the black households are dependent on
I gave you a second beep.
the government. And they tell you crime is someone else's fault, while your neighborhoods keep getting worse in the very cities that they run. They build organizations, collect millions of donations.
It's all Donald Trump's fault that we keep shooting each other over gang activities and drugs. Oh my God, it's also Donald Trump's fault. All right, but she is right though. Did I give her a follow? I think I did. I did not. There we go. I'm following her now.
So this one.
Oops. Sorry about that. Sometimes audio will leak just because of Instagram's set up. Yeah. All right, guys. What else? You know what I mean? What else are we doing, eh? What are we doing? I'm going to go look at my subscriptions and see who else is live. You probably know what that means. Oh, you know what's even easier? If we just raid Spirit. Are you guys ready for that? Because I'm going to end the show. You guys good? It has been 2.5 hours. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's like not like overboard. I've been going kind of overboard lately. So anyways, we're going to raid over to Spiritual God Warrior, a.k.a. Moose Heaven. And you guys can go enjoy him. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for watching and hanging out and enjoying the different shit. I think we ended on a high note. And yeah, I'll be back on either Saturday or Sunday, either tomorrow or the day after. All right. And we'll do a movie night. We're going to try to squeak by with The French Connection. Yeah, that's what we're going to watch tomorrow. Or Sunday. I think it's going to be Sunday. Sorry. We will watch The French Connection. And we'll drink a lot of Faygo. Nummy. It's nummy, yum, 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 yums. So yeah, you guys go over there. You enjoy Moose Heaven. I should also put his link into the Rumble, just in case anybody's out there wanting to go over there too, you know, on the YouTubes. You guys go in the Rumble chat in case you do. There's not really anybody over there, but hey, I'm trying to look out for my homie. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on Sunday when we watch The French Connection. Gil says, before I go, always fun, Trippy, peace and chicken grease. That's right, peace and chicken grease. Matter of fact, I got rib grease a little bit over here on my hand. All right, you guys have a good night.